everyone, welcome back to Dragonriders, a Song of the Damned. This is a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I am a dungeon master, but not in the kinky way. In the I ruin my friend's life sort of way. I'm Peter or PB. I'm joined as always by my wonderful cast of characters. Fuck. Hold on. Why are you still down as Nerexius? Did I not update that? I don't think I updated the overlay. Or if I did, I didn't save it. Let's just see if I did save it real quick. I might have been smart. Previously, our cast of heroes had boarded a ship under the command of the drow Talagon Kanar, an old friend of your new companion, Fiennes and Avnu. Talagon forced you to pay for passage, which he is going to take you from Kaiker Port in the Kingdom of Valenn to the small port town of Domask. From there, you're going to have to work out how to get to where you want to get to. You could hail another ship, that will probably be a little bit more expensive, especially because of the distance you're going to travel, or you can go via foot. Kind of up to you. You could always try teleporting, I guess. It's gone great for Agis in the past. But yeah, so you're currently in the middle of a voyage. On your first day, only a couple of hours into the voyage, your other new companion, although not a companion, a player character, your new traveling companion, Moog the Druid, was in griffin form, flying around with the ruined riding on his back. They become quickly close. And Moog spotted a small island in the ocean with a bloody stream running from a single sole cottage on the island. As you went and investigated, you found a bunch of body parts, and clearly an entire family, including small children, had been just brutally ripped apart by something. Despite the ruined suspicions that maybe they brought something back on the ship with them, he never found the thing. Until later that night, when he was turning in for bed, he and Agis both discovered the body of a fellow crew member who had been similarly savagely killed and ripped apart. Making sure that the captain and Fiennes were aware, you then went and investigated, and using locate creature, I think it was you used, Moog managed to find where this creature was. Unfortunately, it had spawned a couple of other ones, and we left the session as one of them screeched at you when we rolled for combat, and you were about to go and get into a fight with one of my favorite D&D monsters, a choker. That's about it.
Good.
Also,
Great.
good fashion. Chokers, they look good. Big thumbs up for chokers. Good D&D monster, good fashion. If you're into it, potentially a good sex thing as well.
Jesus Christ.
If you're into it, like, you know. Alright, and just as a reminder, these three bodies, the legs are basically where the tokens are, but there's like, the torso is basically like strewn to the wall with meaty sinew, and there appears to be posturing sacks inside the stomachs. So, yeah, there's that going on as well.
Shit.
Yeah.
Also, it's a room with a lot of barrels with danger markers on.
Yeah,
Right?
well, fire wine.
Yeah.
So, you know, fireball is going to be a great idea. Aegis.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
I wasn't being sarcastic. It's a great idea for content, not for tactics.
Well, let's say we make this a TPK, boys.
All right.
I'm down.
Gion goes first. Unfortunately, there's a giant tiefling blocking. Well, he's not giant yet, but he's still pretty big even when he's not. He's completely blocking the doorway right now. So, I'm going to say the only thing she can really do is tumble through your space, which I'm pretty sure is an action to tumble. I'm just going to double check that. As an action or a bonus action. Okay, cool. Yeah, she would use it as a bonus action then. Did I reset the dice stats? Good question, me. Fuck. Alright. At least I noticed it within the first roll. Plus 119 to me. Reset the dice stats. One day, everything will be working for a session. One day. Alright, a 23 though is going to be enough to tumble through Sorrow's space. It's 30 feet, but she has 35 feet of movement. Can't quite reach. And I'm pretty sure Step of the Wind is also a bonus action, which she's already used. So instead, she will throw a dart. A 9 will miss. The choker dodges out of the way with another screech, and that'll be her turn. Alright. Can everyone give me a perception check?
No?
What? Paused.
That's fine.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't stop you making a perception check.
Damn, 4 or 5 and a 6 so far in the rolls. And then Agis, you had to fuck it with rolling an 8. You're in one lower, Agis. Would have been a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Dog me by one then.
No, it's about the dice rolls. Anyways, Jesus. Wait, you rolled an 18? I thought that was an 8.
No, I rolled an 18.
I'm pretty sure your 3D dice said 8. Okay, never mind. Aegis, you're forgiven. 19 is going to pass. 3 11s, though. I'm not going to give the 11s a pass. The Ruined.
Also, fire song, just saying.
Huh?
Fire song, just saying. Is that what I said?
This is from the mage one, right? Or is it from
Ring.
Elden Ring?
Yeah.
The Ruined. You see the stomach of this one start to kind of bubble and postulate and spasm as if something is trying to claw its way out of the stomach. Then, bursting out in a bloody mess, is a choker. Has the Ruined ever seen a gnoll get born?
I don't know, how common would gnolls be
Reasonably
up in
common.
the, then, yeah, probably.
It reminds you of how gnolls are born from the corpses of hyenas.
Ah.
Alright. I told you that Tommy's upset me with his apple pie, so it's going to sprint at you, Sorrows.
Hodoran.
I mean, that worked out so great for Hodor.
Yeah.
Oh, please, none of that time travel bullshit.
A 14 will hit you, I believe.
Yeah.
Cool. You take
I
9
really need
points
to
of
upgrade
damage.
that.
Huh?
9. Ooh.
9 points of damage, you're not raging yet, so there's that. And then also, you are now grappled. There's no DC for you not being grappled. You can just use an escape to try and escape afterwards.
What the hell?
Don't get hit.
the help action an action, or is that a bonus action?
Oh, what, to ungrapple?
Yeah, the help action.
Oh, help action.
Okay, yeah.
It is an action on your turn.
Ah.
And then it's going to hit you again. That will also hit. Good news is you're not grappled
Yeah,
twice, but you do
chokers.
take another 6 points of damage.
Yeah. What a devious little fucker.
Moog, your turn.
Okay, first of all, do I know if radiant damage ignites stuff?
It does not.
Okay. In that case...
Unless, just to be
That was-
clear, it says something like holy fire, in which case...
Yeah, no. I was referring to, I think, the only radiant spell I have at the moment. Well, since I saw the fucker over there, I'll give him the good old, if I find it. Bonk.
Fucking moonbeam.
And I'll light the
Oh.
fucker up.
What are you, Shadowheart, when I'm facing against Cazador?
Maybe.
Or Shadowheart when I'm facing against, what's her name? The hit her mother person?
Wait, you mean Orin?
No. Shadowheart's like mother of the cult.
Oh yeah, I know who you mean. I forgot the name though.
Drow lady, yeah, I can't remember her name.
Yeah, that chick.
She's from Baldur's Gate 2 as well, I believe.
Do I just roll damage manually now?
So, a silvery beam, blah, 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 blah. When a creature enters the area for the first time, or on a turn, or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain. It does say the word flames there, bud.
But they're ghostly flames.
I'll let you off. And it takes 2d10 radiant damage, or half as much. So, on its turn.
If the damage
okay.
don't say fire,
What was that, sorry, Calum?
if the damage characteristic doesn't say fire,
But I said if it said the word something like radiant fire, and then it does say is engulfed in ghostly flames. But again, I'll let you off because I've never really thought of Moonbeam as being a flame thing.
I'm fine with this not working the way this is, but it does say when a creature enters the spell area for the first time.
It hasn't entered it; it's in it already.
I did put it on it though. That would mean that it got touched by.
All
the
right,
first
sure, fine. Do the damage.
Cool. When do I do it? Is that placed measure template?
No,
No,
just for some
that's-
reason not prompted you for it, and I'll fix Moonbeam in a second. But you can just roll the damage manually.
Okay.
With that perception roll, Pete, could I tell if there was another thing inside the one next to Gion?
Oh yeah, there's ones in all the bodies.
Oh, okay. In that case,
Damn.
would his moonbeam also hit the one?
No, because as I said, they're in the wall, not where the token actually is.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Damn.
That's pretty
Don't even
good.
try.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good
try to be
damage.
cheeky. Just to clarify, I do add my wisdom modifier to the damage, right? That's what I just did. To the damage, not to. I think that's how it works. Otherwise, it would be 3 less.
Yeah, I believe so, but I'm not 100%. You can always look it up if you want to on your class details.
Yeah, wait.
Why is it +5 though if your wisdom's +3?
I have my staff.
Gotcha.
It's a +2 weapon.
That's fine.
Bro.
I was just worried it was supposed to be a proficiency bonus. I was like, you do know your proficiency bonus is +3, right?
Well, proficiency is for attack rolls, right? Not for
Yeah,
damage rolls?
I wasn't thinking it actually included it, but I was just like, if it does, then it should be another.
Yeah.
Damage. Cool. Alright. So 17 points of damage is pretty fucking nice.
Yeah.
Cool. That your turn?
Yep. Actually, I'll get out of the way for the others. I don't need line of sight for this.
Okay. The ruined, your turn.
Okay. Would I be able to attack through that door if I got up close to it?
Yeah.
Cool. So are the tokens like further back into the wall than they actually are?
Yeah, like here and here.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, you won't be able to attack those, I don't think.
Okay, fair enough. In which case, I guess let's just try and deal with this one.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage, please.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, it's got a feature.
Shit.
That will hit.
Hey.
Cool.
And the ruined stumbler's turn. I forgot something.
Depends what you forgot, because it is
No,
fully in his turn now.
I'm just telling you that the target actually has to make a Constitution saving throw, otherwise it takes half damage from my 17 damage. I didn't know that. Read it.
I didn't read it fully either, so that's just fine.
Yeah.
What's the DC for you?
Is it just my
Spell save DC.
spell safety? Now I just have to find where I.
On your spell block,
See
it's a
that?
14.
Oh yeah, 40. Yeah.
Does your staff add anything to it?
It's just a +2 staff. That's it.
+2 to attack and damage rolls, not to...
Yeah.
Oh, while holding it, you have a +2 bonus to spell attack rolls, so not spell save. Fine.
Yeah.
A 20 will be to 14, so it took half damage instead.
Yeah.
Cool. Ruined. What else have you done?
Oh, sorry, is a choker restraining sorrows?
Yes.
Would me hitting him...
Nope.
Oh, okay. I'll just keep hitting him then.
Still with disadvantage, please.
Okay.
Nice.
That will still hit.
And then one more for good measure.
What a cock-ass enemy. Grapples you and then has disadvantage. What gives?
Oof.
So, unfortunately, that misses.
Okay.
It's fucking insane that a 5 still gives you a 13, though. Alright, that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, actually, hang on. I'll also use... Wait, hang on. Can I use my brand of castigation on it as well, please? When you damage a creature with a weapon for which you have an active Crimson Rite, you can channel Hemocraft magic to sear an arcane brand into that creature, no action required.
Sure. What does that actually do to it, though?
You always know the direction to the branded creature as long as it's on the same plane as you. Further, each time the branded creature deals damage to you or a creature you can see within 5 feet of you, the branded creature takes psychic damage equal to your Hemocraft modifier.
Okay.
The brand lasts until you dismiss it or until you use this feature to apply a brand to another creature.
Okay. Cool. The stomach of the sailor closest to you explodes, and yet another choker spawns out of it. And this one is going to use its feature called Boneless to move through an area that is up to small without any kind of limitation. So it's just going to crawl through this space here.
It was some.
Yikes.
I give it yeah.
It's going to try and attack Moog. A 10 will miss you. That's unfortunate.
Woo!
It will then attack you a second time.
I'd rather not.
That's a nat one.
Oh.
And
like
then it's going
breaks
to
legs.
use its feature Aberrant Quickness to get a third attack on you.
Yo, fuck off.
It missed you a third time.
Yes!
Damn.
Oh, this is the character I can't die, guys. Oh no. Oh no. What did I say?
Oh no.
Oh hell no. Oh no.
Alright, Sorrows. You can spend your action trying to ungrapple yourself. It's a DC 15.
I'll rage first.
Yeah, that's a bonus action. That's fine.
Rage.
How would that look like considering he grows in size? Like
Yeah.
the arms of the
First of all, well, tentacles. First
yeah.
of all, your head hits the roof.
Well, I was gonna say how much room do I have before I grow in size, because I don't have to if I don't want to.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, you will basically be like bent over, like you're trying to stoop through a low door. I know it's hard for you to imagine that, but like sometimes tall people have to like duck their head to get through some doorways.
I'm not gonna get bigger because I won't be able to get through the door.
You would be able to just slow you down.
I'm not gonna do it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Have fun with that UI that's not reacted to you getting small again.
Right. Okay. Now I'm gonna try breakout.
Cool. Athletics or acrobatics. You do have advantage in athletics though.
Damn!
One of those is a nat
420.
20. Where would you like to throw it if you want to throw it? So I'm
Oh,
going to take
hell
damage
yeah.
because it's choker.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
going to just like stick to whatever you throw it at, but you can at least get it away from you if you want to.
It's like one of those sticky hands. Like,
Yeah, exactly like that. That's basically what these guys are, is the sticky hand toys, but evil.
Throw it at Geo.
I was thinking throw it at Agis since it's his turn next.
No, actually, I want to throw it into the moonfire.
yo!
Moonbeam.
That's
but-
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've established that's not fire. That's very important.
Cool. It enters for the first turn. It's going to do a con save. Samo, roll that damage.
Sure. Bop. That's honestly impressive. I want an achievement for that.
No. But you, it did fail its save though, so it does take the full damage.
Wow. That's rough.
Why did I put the restrained symbol on this one rather than the cursed symbol? That was dumb of me. Okay, that your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Agis, your turn.
Oh boy. Help your brother out here, man.
Sure, I'll help you out.
Oh shit. Age is getting involved.
Damn.
Silence me, man.
Damn.
Bruh.
Yeah, that fucking Agis guy finally doing something in D&D.
God. Fuck you, old fireball. I will booming blade into this joker.
Okay. You do not count as flanking because it's grappling. So it's just disadvantage.
Oh, I thought you missed him. Fuck.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
you
he
did
did miss him. You're completely right. Never mind, you have advantage. I missed 3 times against that fucker. He's got an AC of 12, and I missed 3 times.
Just for reference, Norixius had an AC of 18 and he fucking died. So
17 will hit.
Oh, fuck. I meant to use versatile on that.
Re-roll the damage die. We'll keep the bonuses, I guess.
fair.
Okay. Plus the booming blade.
Yeah, an extra 1d6 on top. Where's the roll button? There it is.
Isn't it 1d8?
Don't say that to me, because I'm pretty sure it's 1d6.
You brandish the weapon using the spell's casting, make a melee attack with it against the one creature within 5 feet of you on a hit. The target suffers the weapon's normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. The target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then. The target takes 1d8 thunder damage and the spell ends.
Motherfucker, it's 1d8.
Also, it's not 1d8. At 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target on hit, and the damage the target takes from moving increases to 2d8. It's 1d8 now and 2d8 when it moves.
Yeah.
Damn, wait, that's a shit ton. That's good.
Well, yeah. Right, anyway, I'll re-roll it then.
So you, just to clarify though, you rolled 1d6 that was supposed to be a d8 and then had to re-roll a d8. Then you rolled another d6 that was supposed to be a d8 and had to re-roll.
Yes, I did, Pete.
Cool. That's impressive.
Yeah, so anyway, it's 11 bludgeoning, 5 thunder.
Cool. Doing anything else?
That'll be it.
Alright. So this one bursts from the corpse right next to you, Sorrows.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
And since you're right there, I'll attack you. This one basically comes out of its corpse womb, tentacles first, and starts grappling you. 22 will hit you.
Yes.
Do you like the description corpse womb, by the way?
I don't.
That's accurate. You take 11 points of damage, halved now. Yeah, I forgot to do that. So it would have been 5 damage, so I'll give you back 6 hit points. And you are now grappled. It will then try and attack you a second time. But a 10 will miss you. And then it will also use its quick thing to attack you a third time. That will also miss you. Okay. Cool. This one starts its turn in the Moonbeam. So con save and damage, please. Con save for it. Damage for you. It got a nat 20 on its con save.
What an asshole.
I mean, it's still half damage, though. Which is 10 damage.
Suffer.
Alright. It's going to leap down from this barrel over to this barrel. And try and attack Gion. I'll miss. That'll hit. So she's going to take 7 points of damage, and she's now grappled. And then it's going to also use its quick thing to do a third attack. That will also hit. That's 11 damage to Gion. Alright, Gion's turn. She's going to try and ungrapple herself. That is a fail. She's still grappled. That's her turn. Alright. Roll again for Moonbeam damage, please, Samo. And this one's going to do a con save.
Yeah.
Got an 18, so it's passed. But that's still a lot of damage. Half becomes 10 damage. It hurt, but the horrors persist.
Fuck it, asshole.
It's going to scuttle, really, in between you and Gion to here. And it's also going to attack you.
Oh dear God.
And since you're grappled, it's going to have advantage, Cyrus. I told you shouldn't have bought an apple pie. 23 will hit you. That is 9 damage halved. It's then going to attack you a second time.
Realize my max health is wrong.
Is it?
Yeah, it should be 53.
That is
I think.
bizarre. I don't know why it should be 53. Your character sheet says 49. It's not like the token version's different or anything.
This has happened before, actually. I think this happened in the windmill episode.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Leave it for now, and I'll see if there's any way for me to double check if that's right.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, you're taking some more damage because 17 will hit you. That's 4 damage, and then this is the final one who hasn't used Aberrant Quickness, so it's also going to use Aberrant Quickness on you for a third attack. That should have been with advantage. I'm going to reroll to see if we got a nat 20, but it hit you either way. It did not get a nat 20.
I'm feeling so hot, boys.
Oof.
And that's another 4 damage. He says he's not feeling so hot, but he only just took 4 plus 4 plus 4. He only just took 12 damage. I mean, that's nothing. Moog, your turn.
Yes. I'm gonna use my bonus action to... Oh, wait, actually, yeah. Bonus action to disengage from this fucker.
You bastard. You fucker. You
Well.
dickhead. You fuck.
Listen, I'm doing something for the greater good.
The cracker, fuck you.
Calum, missed opportunity to respond in a very monotone voice. The greater good.
No, there's no greater good here. Man just hung me out to dry. I was being a bro, and he just fucking hung me out to dry.
The greater good.
You know what? As a free action, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up, and then I'm gonna do my thing.
Fuck you.
You know that Sylvester Stallone gif where he gives the thumbs up? It's that as he runs away.
Fucking step foot in that room, see what happens. I'm gonna blow up that room. I don't care.
I mean, the explosion would probably still hit Moog. It'd just probably hit you more because you're standing in front of him.
Question, just as an experiment. Would
Sure.
this hit the 2?
I would say it has to hit the center of the token to hit them.
Okay, in that case, I will place it like...
Which you could do, it just probably also hits ours.
Exactly. I'm not sure I want to do that. Wait, can I see who's actually actively grappling him?
The one above him.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I don't know why I asked, because I'm gonna do this guy anyway. So now there's like a bunch of moonbeams there. I don't know how
That's
to
fine.
remove them.
That's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Roll damage. He will roll a con save.
I'm just bad.
Well, he rolled a 3 on his con save. Not that it makes a much difference because he had 2 hit points left, so
Damn!
this one is dead.
Hard up. And... Yeah, no. I'm ending my turn.
Okay. The ruined your turn.
Okay, I will Move around.
See, now the rune can get advantage. I'm
Fuck
thinking
you.
about the team.
You weren't thinking of shit. You just wanted to get another moonbeam off.
I
I'm
mean, he
playing
could have put the
chess while you
moonbeam
play
on the
checkers.
choker and you, Agis, so, you know, he could have done worse.
True. Because we all know that dropping concentration is not a thing.
Alright, what are you doing the round?
I'm gonna try and give him a taste of his own medicine and use shackle.
Okay. Target must succeed. Well, first, for the head, don't you? So.
Does he still have that disadvantage feature, or?
He's not actively grappling anyone, so no.
Oh, okay, so it's straight advantage then.
Yep.
Sweet.
Good thing you had advantage.
Yes.
I mean, it was the second dice, but still. An 18 will hit.
Nice.
So roll damage, and then we'll deal with the saving throw stuff.
Did it? Oh, I rolled to attack again, I think.
Yeah, I was very confused as to how you did that much damage, and I noticed it was a d20.
Wait.
So 15 damage, not bad at all. And then it needs to do a dexterity saving throw against 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your dex mod. So what's your dex mod?
My dex mod is
4.
+4, yeah.
So 15 is the DC.
Oh, nice.
I'm just going to see whether bonus gives him any... No, it doesn't. Okay. He rolled a 14 on the die, gets a +2. He's a 16. He is not shackled.
Damn, okay, then I'll just hit him.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a very good thing he's not grappling, because one of the features of his body shield thing is that if you miss both attacks with disadvantage, then you hit your... Well, you re-roll to see if you hit your ally instead.
Oof.
But hey, 3 nat 1s in 2 attacks is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was on advantage as well, that's crazy.
Actually, I think that's an achievement. Let me just double check, but I think that is an achievement that you've just unlocked. But yeah, that's a miss.
Okay,
It is indeed. Have an achievement for that. Well done.
thank you. And then I'll bonus action to hit again.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Also a miss.
Okay. Then that's my go.
You should also read the description of that achievement. I have not changed it, but it's perfect. You're the first one to get it.
I will in a minute.
Its turn. It's gonna attack you since you were so rude and tried to hit it 3 times.
How dare you?
A 15 will miss you. But a 19 will hit you.
Yeah.
You take 7 points damage, and you are now grappled.
Okay.
Sorrows, your turn. You're grappled.
I'll try and break free.
And you're breaking free. You're soaring. You're flying. They're in a
No.
star in heaven that you can't reach.
We'll see about that. Oh,
Told
no
you.
way.
Where are you throwing this one?
Yeeting it straight back in the moonbeam.
Yeah.
Slightly less
Yay!
impressive when you don't throw it 30 feet to do it and instead throw it 5 feet, but yeah, sure. You just
Yeah.
slam it
Holding it
into
in
the
it.
ground, which it lands on all fours, sprawled, and hisses at you, but it's in the moonbeam, so it's going to do a con save.
I'm rolling really good damage on these.
You are indeed. This is also like just working really well as a tactical thing. Moonbeam's a great spell, but like, yeah. Cool. It rolled a 5 in its saving throw, so it's taking the full brunt of that 20 damage.
Hell yeah.
Cool. That's your action. Doing anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna look at Gion and show visible signs that I am hurting quite a bit.
She's a bit busy with a thing that's stuck onto the barrels behind her, grappling her from behind, that she's trying to throw off
worth
of
a shot.
That your turn?
Yeah.
Agis, your turn.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Okay.
I've completely forgotten. Is this a bonus action?
Yes, it is. Also,
Oh,
Lyconia. Lyconia was Shadowheart's Reverend Mother or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, cool. You take out the restorative ointment, you dip your finger in it, you smear that on one of the suckers where the tentacles grabbed you. And you regain 2d8 plus 2 hit points.
Tell you, this thing is a lifesaver.
This isn't even the ointment that you normally had. This is a slightly different one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
This is
yours
the
like-
one that sexy boy romance novel cover man gave me.
Oh.
Yeah,
The
your
sexy
one
boy.
is
fucking
Kiergon's
God.
ointment, I think it's called. Cool, regain 6 hit points.
Fuck's sake.
Hey man, every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps.
That's the price. That you done?
Yeah.
Agis, it's your turn for real this time.
Okay, I have an idea, but I'm gonna go with a different idea.
And run away from it so that it attacks Moog.
Sure. I'll once again Booming Blade.
Okay. With
This is
disadvantage,
normal.
please.
Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. It's grappling the ruined.
Right, okay.
A 12 will miss.
Cool.
That your turn?
No, bonus action, I will target the Sorrows and cast Healing Word.
Alright.
Damn.
There's another 3 on top of that from the
Okay.
feature.
Hey, every little bit helps. Cool. That your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Hey, Mo, roll that moonbeam damage. It's going to do a con save.
Come on, fucking die, bitch.
Your DC was 14, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then it fails its save and takes 16 points of damage.
I'll be right back, quick.
It is hurt. And as a result, it's going to come here. And it's going to try and attack Agis. That will hit Agis. 20. On that.
Yep.
You take 12 points of damage. And are grappled. And then it'll attack you a second time. That will also hit. And that's another 9 points of damage. Alright, this Joker's turn. Still grappling Gion. It will attack her twice. First one will miss. Second one hits, although it was so close to being a nat 1, and the first roll was a nat 2. And that is 8 points of damage to Gion. It's then going to start doing some fucked up shit. Which is a good thing that Tommy's not here to hear me say that about his in-game girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
It's going to crawl back here, pulling her along with it, and then it's going to start climbing up the wall 10 feet.
Yep.
Which puts
Yeah,
her
not sure if I like that.
about 5
Gion,
feet.
she's getting hung.
Yeah. Next thing, it's going to bite her leg off. It's alright, she's a monk, she doesn't need it. Her turn. She's going to try and ungrapple. Rolled a 2 on the die. She's still grappled. Mo, your turn. It's also worth noting she's essentially directly underneath it. It's just it's real hard.
Yeah,
to,
that's what I thought.
Yeah. That makes it look a little bit more obvious.
Yeah. I have absolutely no fucking clue.
The worst part is he can't just indiscriminately put the moonbeam on her because he hates Gion, because Moog has no reason to hate her yet.
I have this dying rage in me, and I can't explain it.
Yeah, Moog's just a misogynist.
Could I fit through that? The guy isn't really that big, so I probably could, right? If I wanted to.
It's technically still for a threatened space, so it's a tumble as a bonus action. You just need to do an acrobatics check if you want to do it.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go there, I guess. Acrobatics, is that?
Yeah.
Old man tumbling.
Alright, give me 1 second. Just gotta beat its acrobatics check. I was just double checking what the DC was, so an 11 versus its acrobatics, which is not trained in or anything like that, or proficient in, sorry, so it's just gonna be...
Oh, I got more health.
It rolled a nat 20.
Well, I guess I'm not going anywhere.
As you
closer.
try and go through its space, what it does is just like rotates Agis to body block you.
What a fucking asshole.
Also, Sorrows, I'm pretty sure you gained more health from Agis before you went AFK, but you know, it's fine.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't remember.
You know what? Because that guy's quite the fucking bitch. I have to scroll up to find my fucking moonbeam. There it is. Fuck this guy in particular. Fuck you.
By the way, I think when you go into your spell book to cast a spell, I think you can tell it not to use a spell slot if you ever need to just recast it that way. Not
right.
100%
Yeah.
sure on that. I can do it for you. I don't know if you can as a player, but
I'm gonna try that next round if moonbeam's still up.
yeah. I'm also just gonna say you can place it like here. You can't really place it inside a wall. I wouldn't say because
okay.
but like that's still gonna hit it and not hit Aegis. So
Okay. Yeah.
cool. It starts its turn there. Roll damage. It's gonna do a con save. Well, not start its turn there. It's entered there.
Getting beamed.
It rolled an 18 on the die, so it's going to take half damage, which is going to be 7. It had 6 hit points left. It's dead.
Hey.
It screeches as it kind of is engulfed in these ghostly white flames, that thankfully don't burn you, Agis. You've had enough of that for a lifetime. And its body falls off of you. Actually, its body doesn't fully fall off of you because it's got like suckers on its tentacles, so like it just kind of goes limp and just like what's the word? Dead weights off of you. Call me dead weight.
Fuck did you just say?
But its suckers are still attached to you, and you would have to like go to get it off you.
Yeah.
That's me.
All right, the ruined.
Oh, actually, I can just move here to give him advantage.
And it's not going to give him advantage on his breaking out of grapple check, which is what he's got to spend his action on if he wants to not be grappled anymore.
A bit of a cock.
I will do that. Which
Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Oh, okay.
DC is 15.
Should be
Hey,
fine.
that's pretty
Hey.
good.
Everyone but Gion can break free of their grapples. Cool, you're no longer grappled. You still have a bonus action left.
I'll just hex the fucker, I guess.
Okay.
When I can find it.
Spellbook.
Yeah. That's me.
Okay, what ability are you hexing?
Oh, strength?
Okay. Its turn. It's going to turn around and attack Moog.
No! Not the old man.
Nine will miss you,
I'm invincible! I'm the prophet.
and a 10 will miss you.
Yes!
Sorry,
Believe
it's
in
your
me, children.
turn.
Could I take my attack of opportunity on him, please, from Sentinel?
Yes, you can.
Nice.
26 will absolutely hit. Alright. Alright. So that is 19 damage against its 11 hit points. It's very dead.
Yay!
Hey.
Alright. Sorry, it's your turn.
Okay. I didn't pick an element, by the way. My element's gonna be frost,
Okay.
and I'm gonna.
Your girlfriend is currently getting shit about, by the way.
If you want to climb on top of those barrels, it's going to be, I'm going to say an acrobatics check.
You know what,
although
never
it's
mind.
kind of climbing, it's also balance.
I'm just gonna throw my axe.
Okay.
Oh god.
You don't roll on that one. It was close.
Real
God.
close.
You also didn't target it before you did that, which makes you a son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. 13 will miss.
Try again.
$15 will also miss.
Really? God damn.
I'm just imagining it like scuttling on the walls, just sort of like taunting him as he's like constantly just throwing his axe like shit.
And meanwhile,
that
Gion's just like,
Zoidberg style.
please stop.
Yeah.
Alright, Agis, you're no longer grappled, so I will remove this grapple symbol from you. But what is your...
Very nice.
What are you doing?
I mean, I'm not liking the fact that Gion is currently getting hung from the ceiling.
Hey, she's not being strangled. she's just being grappled up there.
Yeah.
Not the worst thing.
I still don't like that.
Okay, I thought you didn't like Jion.
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of a shitty way to go. So I'm gonna put out of her misery.
We're a fireball.
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
a fireball.
Sorrows is the only one else in the room, and he's got resistance to fire.
That is true.
It'll be
Now, the
fine.
ship probably has vulnerability to fire, as at a guess, but, you know.
Yeah, no,
But
so I'm
you're
gonna
surrounded
try-
by water, and water will just undo the fire damage, so...
Exactly.
Also, Sorrows will be totally fine mentally seeing his girlfriend be fried to a crisp right in front of him by his supposed
In fact, if
friend.
anything, it would probably bring him closer to Agis, who also experienced someone very close to him being
Yeah, it could
immolated
just be
by
like, hey,
someone
man,
he
look,
trusted.
That's rough.
Is this how
You'll
you
be-
try to get me to partake in the dirty blood as well?
He'll be ruined.
Also, at this point, wouldn't this just be a massive fucking explosion rather than some small fire?
Yes, it's fire wine. It will explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like she's not really gonna burn. She's just gonna be all around the walls. No?
So, anyway, I'm gonna target Jion. And I'm gonna
Throw my
cast.
staff. Fuck you.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge Reduce on her.
Okay. Which
making
one?
Making her large.
Fun fact. Doesn't make any difference to the grapple check.
Oh.
In terms of it will help with her like trying to break free of it, but it doesn't like automatically break free of it, because chokers can
Well-
grapple up to large creatures.
If you were gonna make some sort of disadvantage for her trying to break free while she's being suspended,
I wasn't.
she is now not.
But I think
I
it will still
believe
give it
she also has
advantage on
advantage on
strength checks.
strength.
So if she chooses to
Yeah.
do athletics rather than acrobatics, you'll get advantage.
Well, sorry, is that
Big
a dream
woman.
about this?
Big
Alright.
man, big lady,
Big lady.
big snoo snoo.
I could do something else as a bonus action, but she's currently the only one in trouble. Does she look fucked up?
Roll me perception check to tell whether she's bloodied or not.
I would like to join in on that if I could.
Sure.
Can I do that on my turn, or
Yeah, you can do it now.
I do it now? Actually, his roll's really good as well.
Agis, you can tell she is bloodied,
Oh,
which means half health or lower.
Yeah, but I've already cast a spell, so technically I can't healing word if I wanted to.
Correct.
Awkward.
No, you can. If it's a cantrip, you can. So you could run
No,
up
it's
to her
not.
and
It's a first level spell.
yeah, I was gonna say you could run up to her and healing touch if you have it, but
That's also a first level spell.
oh, what's the one that's
Or
a
Cure
cantrip?
Wounds is.
I swear there's like a really shitty healing cantrip, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, its turn. It's gonna attack her. That was close to a nat 20, but it'll still hit her. She takes 9 points of damage. It's gonna attack her a second time. That will miss her.
Imagine if Sorrows was stood down there like, I can't believe you choose him over me. The Joker running away with it.
I don't think that's the sort of relationship these two have, but okay.
You might not know.
Jesus Christ.
What?
She,
We don't know if these things are sentient. They could have had a conversation while you were being, attacked.
She rolls an athletics check with advantage, thanks to being enlarged, and basically just reaches up, grabs it by the neck, and suplexes it off of her as she drops to the barrel.
Oh my god!
Sorrows is drooling right now.
And it lands on this wall instead and sticks to
Big
it.
lady!
That's interesting, because she was 5 feet up in the air when she last took damage. The bloodstain is also 5 feet up in the air, but she's no longer 5 feet up in the air. So now the bloodstain's on top of her. Didn't know that's how the bloodstains worked, but okay. It's fine. It exemplifies that she's bloodied, I guess. Alright. Moog, your turn.
is he still up the wall?
Yes, he is still 10. She basically like threw him just horizontally, and he just stuck to the other wall like Spider-Man when he's fighting. Who did he fight? The wrestler dude. Randy Savage, was that it?
Oh yeah, and the
Yeah.
Well,
Except
Spider-Man
that this
is the
Joker
way.
is less homophobic than that version of Spider-Man was.
what the fuck?
They didn't bring
Also-
up that version of Spider-Man's homophobia in No Way Home, did they?
yeah, he's reformed. He became a cool youth pastor.
Okay, if you say so.
Ooh,
I don't
Sorry,
know.
it's
That
just to let you know.
that Spider-Man gives off the energy that he would vote for Donald Trump.
Oh, God. Just to let you know, Soros, I have been waiting to use that spell on you when you've already been large.
I'm very curious just how big I can get.
Because it
Bah!
doesn't. It just says it straight up just doubles you in size.
A 20 will hit. Also, just to be clear, I actually like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. I don't want to actually have that be on the record as like me hating it. I love Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, except for the homophobia.
Miss.
3 damage.
Nope, this is 12.
Why is the extra 3d6 coming from?
It's 2d6 from the whole. Oh, actually, I get one more d6 because.
1d6 piercing plus 2d6 cold.
Yeah, and I use the 3rd level spell slot, so I actually got another one.
But it needs to do a dexterity saving throw for that second
Yeah.
lot of damage. Which it fails, so it is taking an additional.
Well,
So you cast it at 2nd level, yeah?
at 3rd. I don't have any 2nd level spell slots anymore.
Cast it at 3rd level, so an extra 2d6, and so 4d6. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that is 12 damage, as you say. It hurt.
Also, I'll cancel concentration because. That.
Cool.
And I run out. Bye bye.
All right. The Ruined, your turn.
Okay. Will I be able to get through that door?
If Agis lets you through.
Sure, go ahead, bud.
Thank you.
Kisses his forehead as he passes.
That's just what blood hunters do. I mean, in Songs of the Forsaken, we never saw a second blood hunter, so that might well be what blood hunters do. What are you doing?
Thinking.
I'm having a midnight snack.
I'll target him and I'll try and use claim.
Okay, what's the range on claim?
30 feet.
Okay, cool. Also, random note. I haven't thought about that particular Auntie Donna sketch in fucking months. I randomly thought about it this morning and didn't realize that until I just said it this afternoon. But while I was making coffee, I just heard in my head, "No, not coffee." And I was like, "Where's that from?" And then I just made the reference just now to another part of that sketch. And went, "Oh yeah."
Milk and sleep till morn. Break.
A
Fuck.
15 will miss.
Damn it. Okay. Then I'll just try and hit it again. Oh wait, no I can't. Don't worry.
Yeah, normal attacks is 10 feet of range, right, with the chains, or is it 15 feet?
10.
Yeah, it's too far away
Right. Okay then. Well, either way, I'll bonus action to reactivate Hex on him.
Okay, so yeah, you're just reapplying it to a different target, that's fine. It's already got the curse symbol on it for something else. I assume strength again?
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Hey.
sorry, you were going to say?
Could I go with Dex actually?
Yep, you can do dex, that's fine. Sorrow is your turn.
Okay. Well, I'll hit the one by me.
It's the only one left, so that's probably a
Yeah.
good idea.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay.
Smart Alex, keep the apples away.
Jeez, these attack rolls.
What?
A Dr. Pepper a day keeps the apples away. The classic saying.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
A 10 and a 14 both miss.
Yeah, that's me. Actually, no. Now it's me.
Okay. Agis, your turn.
You know what I mean?
No.
Totally.
Yeah, you do.
Roden, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a reference to a different sketch from the same show.
If the ruin will allow me to pass him.
Sure.
Thank you. I will place a hand upon Gion
Okay.
and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Heal my wounds by Poets of the Fall starts playing. She regains 16 hit points. Oh boy.
And another 3 on top of that.
19 hit points. Oh boy. Yeah, that looked like that helped a lot.
Hell yeah. And that'll be my turn.
Joker's turn. It's just
Time
gonna
for Joker, babe.
it's gonna flip round and gonna try and attack Sorrows. 12 will miss you.
Phew.
A 21 will hit you.
Oh boy.
So you're going to take 4 points of damage after it's halved. And you are once again grappled.
Yippee.
Gion's turn. This might be a reference lost on you guys depending on how much you've seen Bruce Lee movies, but she's just kind of like collapsed on one of the barrels like Bruce Lee when he's exhausted in the middle of a fight. You just kind of ran up and like touched her ankle to heal her because she's just like, she's larger at the moment, so her limbs are like just flopping over the edge of it. She's just gonna like slowly flop her way off of the barrel, still clearly exhausted even though you've healed her, and then she's just gonna walk up to this thing and try and attack it. Now, she is not going to get advantage on this, I don't think, from being at large, because she uses Dex for punching.
Yeah, but she does get an extra 1d4 on her damage rolls.
That is very nice.
Also, another great song.
Yeah, I was
I
just
forgot
thinking.
to roll this with disadvantage. She rolled a nat 1 on the first roll. Let's hope she hits the second one. She does, so she doesn't accidentally hit Sorrows, but she did miss because it was supposed to be a disadvantage. Second attack. Also a nat 1 on one of those rolls, but the second one would have hit. Does she flurry? Fuck it, she flurries of blows. What's the worst that can happen with her extra d4 of damage, except for maybe hitting her boyfriend and killing him?
Big fists.
Yeah. Oh, Sorrows is kinks. Rolled a nat 20 on one of those, but still with disadvantage, so that misses.
Oh.
And final attack. One of those would have hit, so that's fine. She still doesn't accidentally hit Sorrows, but does still miss overall. Unfortunate. Moog, your turn.
Well. I'm just gonna try and snipe the bitch again. Bop. Bop.
This is with disadvantage. 4 misses, but reroll.
Oh, it is?
Yep, range spell attacks as well.
So, oh wait, sorry, I rolled the same one with disadvantage. So it's a 17 and a 4.
Yeah, 17 would have hit, so you miss, but you don't accidentally hit Sorrows.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Like your turn?
Actually, who between Soros and Gion? Actually, Soros is grappled. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, I can't heal him anymore. Fuck. Never mind. Yeah, my turn.
Okay. The ruined your turn.
Okay, fuck it, I'll give it another try.
Roll with disadvantage to hit.
Okay.
So Samo, with this whole fight now, imagine like 20 of these.
Yeah, no. I
And
don't think I will.
mind controlling brains and jars.
I think I'm good on that. What level were those?
Same level as this.
No, it would have been a nat 20.
It would have been, but unfortunately it misses.
Okay, then that's my turn.
No second attack or anything?
Actually, I could get up closer, couldn't I?
Yeah. Thinking about it, Tommy, wasn't the fight with the chokers in Byron's shipyard in Songs of the Ancients also where the helicopter meme came from for Graston?
Quite potentially, yes. Yeah, I think it was.
About you, like, with your insane acrobatics checks to climb and jump across stuff.
It was either that or the time I rolled 5 nat 20s in a row to climb a cliff.
A 15 will also miss, unfortunately, but again, your second roll would have hit, so no hit on Sorrows. Final attack. That will hit.
Hooray!
How would you like to do this?
Death.
I'll sort of like go to like sort of try and wrap my chain around it to pull it down, but as it sort of like dodges out of the way, I'll just kind of get like a bit agitated and just sort of growl and just whip my chain towards its head and just clonk it in the side.
Cool. You clonk it in the side. Oh, I accidentally started moving Gion there. Clonk it in the side, its neck just kind of snaps back, and it also goes limp. But again, its suckers are still stuck to Soros' body like a dead octopus.
I like to think the rest of his body just kind of like ragdolled to the side and just kind of like down on a limp. Still holding on to Soros.
I'm also just going to say I'm really sad that neither of your claim attempts while it was grappled to Soros worked, because if it had, it wouldn't have broken the grapple. You would have just dragged Soros along as well. Which would have been funny to see, but oh well. Alright. And with that, silence, except for the lapping of water, takes over the room.
Everybody okay?
I do not like boats.
I do not like whatever the hell they were.
You think that was the last of them?
I wouldn't hold your breath. They could be anywhere.
Do you know anything about them, Ruined?
I think I rolled last time, and I
so.
don't know.
You didn't.
No. No, unfortunately not.
Let's just hope they missed in
Fascinating,
one place.
I want to cast this again. To see if I still feel any on the ship or not.
You do not. Unless you could still sense the dead bodies. I don't know if it's...
Yeah.
What,
no,
but
I don't think so.
doesn't actually
I
say
think we're
living or dead on there, but I would assume it only applies to living, because otherwise it would be really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
As a spell. See, this is the thing, Calum. When you send me these bullshit videos of like I cast whatever on the moon, because it just says spots you can see, no range on it. And I go, no, this is the flip side of it, is when I'm nice and say, oh, next time Samo casts locate animals or creatures, I'm not just going to fuck him over and send him towards a dead body 5 miles away.
Do you mean? I love the idea of a necromancer making the moon their fucking phylactery.
No. Not unless we're playing a game set in fucking Hyrule. Then I might allow it. That being said, I can't remember what Instagram video it was that I was watching, but there was one that was like, hey, you want to know how to make a fantasy setting fucked up? Just fuck with the moon in some way.
Yep.
Just instantly makes your fantasy setting more fucked. Also, I forgot Tommy to do this before we went live, so now I'm going to do this while live. We need to have an intervention for you, buddy.
Oh no. What's wrong?
Sometime last week, I was talking about me doing Duolingo, and you were like, I want to get back on that. I've been watching too many Instagram reels recently, and I just need to do something more useful with my time. Since you have said that, your amount of Instagram reels you have sent me has increased, not decreased. Every single time I get like 3 or 4 in a row, I'm like, he's not doing it then, is he? It doesn't have to be Duolingo, but he said he wanted to use his time more, like, worthwhile.
I'm pretty sure I sent those to you. I had the shower on. I was going to get in the shower, and then I just sat in my bed with the shower running, looking at reels for 20 minutes.
It's fine, man. Live your life. I'm not actually being that judgmental. Anyways, yeah. Moog, you do not sense any others on the ship.
These are relevant.
Thank the gods, says Gion.
Why'd you make a smaller gun?
Because eventually it's going to wear off and I would probably forget or not forget. It's effort. Her being big is not going to be relevant anytime soon, so...
And just you wait until Sorrows asks the question before I have to go to bed.
I mean, that will be a fade to black, so it's fine.
I would like to move these 2 corpses into the room.
Okay. I mean, one of them I think is still attached to Agis' body, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just want all of them in this room, basically.
Ugh, disgusting creature, firebolts. Blows up. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I do not want to stay in this room any longer. Going to
Yeah, we should report back.
I'm gonna take my axe and chop one of their heads off,
Okay.
and then take the head.
Fresh meat.
I'm gonna start like prodding around at a body and just trying to like investigate it and just write down any sort of things I might just discover about it. Not particularly in great detail.
Okay. I mean, I would say that's probably... So you're basically kind of wanting to do some sort of autopsy, right?
Yeah, basically.
I'd say that's either a medicine or an investigation. I'll let you do Tila's choice.
Okay.
Who the fuck's Tila?
Leela's sister, Futurama. Alright. Yeah, you managed to determine the basics of, like, how the reproductive function works, first and foremost, which is that they seem to basically deposit eggs inside fresh corpses. The corpse decomposing, but being at the beginning of its decomposition cycle seems to be, like, the perfect scenario to create a corpse womb. Is the term that you decide to coin in your book, so it's now canonical.
Yay.
And then the creatures that spawn out of it are kind of a large monkey, but not an ape sort of size. So like a smaller than an orangutan, smaller than a
Like
chimpanzee.
an overgrown chimp.
Yeah. Well, no, not a chimpanzee though. Trying to think what type of monkey it would be. Like about twice the size of a lemur. There we go. But with limbs that are slightly stretchy and hands that are elongated and with tentacles for fingers, essentially. Same with their feet. And their mouths. What was up?
I was just saying hi to Soros.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, their mouths can also seemingly unhinge both this way, jaw coming out this way, and also this way to expand and take bigger bites.
Cool. And, yeah, I'll just quickly jot down some of that in my notes.
Okay.
And then just see what everyone else is doing.
So, Soros would probably have beheaded his choker before you finished doing all of your notes. What's Moog up to?
I'm just waiting for the rest to come.
Okay.
So probably want to report back together.
And, Calum?
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm already back up.
I know. You didn't see fucking shit, Calum.
Sure I didn't.
Alright. I can't be bothered for everyone to navigate through the ship for this, especially since Tommy is apparently awful at directions. So, we'll do this instead.
Hey.
Very nice.
Ugh.
Alright. So, you guys take it back to the captain then?
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe we fought things that could climb on stuff and you didn't even use your special thing, Samo. Your special secret thing. Glue dissolver.
What the fuck?
He's got a special glue dissolver. It dissolves glue.
Oh, okay.
We said chokers are basically those evil versions of those little stretchy sticky hand toys.
True.
There's Bogue. Alright. You, I guess, walk into Talagon's office. Or the captain's office. Captain's cabin. With a choker head. So you caught the beast then?
More than one.
How many?
It was 4, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
4. But now there is 0.
They must have been incredibly stealthy to be able to return with you to this ship without you spotting 4 of them.
Well. Wait, would we have actually known that they reproduced on the ship, potentially?
I mean, you saw them burst out of the
we did
corpse,
see them, okay,
wounds,
yeah. Well, I don't think it started before. It seems they reproduce using, well, the corpses of the fallen sailors.
So there were more corpses.
Aye. I don't actually know what that room was, but I'll say where they are.
May the Reaper cleave their souls and take them to the afterlife. Four good people died on this ship. I wager it would have been more had you not been involved.
Well, we said we'd be of service.
Indeed. I'm glad you reminded me of that. Because I was almost considering giving you a refund for your journey. But you're right. You have served, as you promised you would. So there is nothing more for me to do, but thank you. Verbally. Which I have done, he says with a smile.
That's fireball.
You weren't charged for this. Well, you probably were, but not in-game money.
Well, you could at least pay back the money for waiting a day. Had we not have stopped at the island, we'd have had no idea what was on the ship.
I do believe the current theory, according to Moog here, was it Moog who came and talked to him? Sorry, no, it was the Ruined who came and talked to him, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. According to the Ruined here is that you brought it back with you from that island, so on the contrary, if you had never stopped, we would have never had an issue.
They can swim. I imagine it would have got on the ship anyway.
Well, with an imagination like that, maybe you should take up being a bard.
Maybe when I have a few more grey hairs on my head.
Well, it sounds like a job well done nonetheless. Here is your reward then. You shall all have 1 day off of your duties on the ship. Enjoy, kick your feet up, rest your wounds, he says, looking at the more injured of you lot.
Is this where you tell us there's like 2 hours left on the journey?
No, you're a couple of hours. You're the evening of the first journey. It's like a 4-day journey.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he says, Pelagon Canar is nothing if not fair, which is the same thing he said when he charged you in the first place.
Are you sure it'd be alright for me to have time off, considering your navigator?
Ah, yes.
Talking out of every single reward that we're possibly getting.
Well, no, I said just for me, because I was helping with navigation, and their navigator fucking died.
Yeah.
So me having time off isn't good.
Very well. Everyone should have time off except for Agis.
Fair deal.
Fair deal.
I'm okay with this.
I am not. This does not seem fair. I ponder what to do in a time like this.
Perhaps you could refund Agis, seeing as he seems to have become your full-time navigator on top of his duties.
Trying to give me away?
If
Not
Agis wants to
permanently.
join the crew permanently, of course I would refund him his fee. Otherwise, I could do that. I could. I'm just looking up something real quick.
Don't know.
Either I can refund you your... It was 100 gold, I believe. That's right? I charged you 400 gold as a group?
I don't know, because the ruin paid for it.
Yeah, 400, I think, yeah.
So either I can refund the 100 gold, although that would be to, you, he says, pointing at the ruin, deciding not to give you an insulting name this time, because you have helped him out. But he still doesn't know your real name. Or, in return for your services as my navigator for the next 3 days, I can teach you an age-old sailor's trick that may come in handy one day.
Interesting. I will leave this one up to the ruined, considering it was his money that paid for me.
May as well learn some new experiences, some new tricks.
So I am teaching it to you then, he says, gesturing to the ruined.
I mean, are any one of us gonna particularly be sailors? Like, I'm just like, I don't really.
We don't know what it is. He's just said
Yeah,
to
like.
teach you a trick.
What is the trick?
I cannot reveal that, for telling you the trick would inadvertently teach you the trick.
But if you
Well.
teach one of us the trick, could we not then just teach another?
Sure, but have you ever tried to share our knowledge via the oral tradition? It is how, as they say, things get fogged up. You can all roll me a history check.
Why I'm too slow?
Yes, indeed.
Where's my fucking...
Alright, Sorrows and Agis, you're pretty sure he's misquoting a human saying, which is, it's worthwhile writing down your our past, for otherwise the truth of it may fade away. He's just attempted to kind of like paraphrase that and got it completely wrong.
Right. Interesting. Well, it's, as I said, ruined. It's up to you. It was your money.
Well, seeing as you're navigating, it made sense that you learn it, I suppose.
There you are.
Excellent. You're not tired, are you? He says, gesturing to Agis.
Yes, but it's fine. I can power through.
Good, I will teach you it now. The rest of you off to bed or whatever you are doing.
Isn't it like 4 in the morning?
Yes, it is.
I know Eladrins only need 4 hours, but still. I was so looking forward to my fucking meditation.
You gonna say no to Talagon Kanar?
I'm not gonna say no to knowledge.
Yeah, I'll just give him a pat on the shoulder and be like, "I'm jealous, brother." Well, I'm off to bed, and then I'll just walk out.
Right.
All right. Over the next hour, then, he's going to teach you how to create what is called a lifeline.
Oh.
And as part of this, he will also, essentially, you will make one under his tutelage. So I'm going to add a lifeline into your inventory.
Interesting.
This is a rudimentary bracelet made of like leather, incredibly like thin leather strands, almost like string, adorning a pearl. Kind of a slightly like murky pearl, not a particularly nice one that you would be able to sell for a lot of money. And it creates a bracelet that you can wear around your wrist. He then creates a second one, but without a pearl, and gives you that one to give to whoever you want. He explains, over the course of 1 minute, the user can take the thread, similar to the material that binds the pearl of the lifeline, and wrap it around the wrist of another creature. This can be done for up to 5 creatures. He's only given you 1, but you could make another 4. And it allows the user to be faintly connected to any creature that wears the corresponding bracelet. While adorned with this thread, any of the following circumstances will cause the surface of the user's pearl to chip, alerting them to a potential danger or cause for concern. If the thread is removed or cut, the pearl will chip. If the creature is reduced to 0 hit points, the pearl will chip. And if the creature and the lifeline user are no longer on the same plane of existence, the pearl will chip. If the pearl chips 5 times, it will crack in half and become non-magical. Each dawn, the user can roll a d6. On a 6, the pearl will return to its original unchipped state. This is essentially a way to kind of like keep an eye on people without
cool
being
last
physically
friendship placer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
I know who I'm giving my first one to.
Is it the ruined?
Maybe.
Ooh, friends. Ooh, blood hunter
Yeah.
friends. Cool. So what we can do as you make other bracelets is, and making the bracelets just an hour to spend with, like, you can literally make out a string. The secondary bracelets, it's just the main one that takes time is the one with the pearl in it, which he has taught you how to make if you ever need to make another one. But just take an hour to make the other ones. But what we can do is just edit the description of this to say who you've got connections with, essentially.
Okay. Cool.
So are you going to give your... we can do it later, but are you going to give your first one to the ruin then?
Yeah, I will do.
Cool. I'll just make that edit now, just so we got that going.
That's actually so fucking handy, so like we actually know if like people have gone down and stuff, and it's especially useful for the healer.
That, and also, like, obviously you've currently got companions who are not actively with the group. When you reconnect with them, you can make them bracelets, and I guess them going down to 0 hit points, you can't do much if they're on the other side of the world, but in terms of, like, still useful to, I guess, know vaguely how they're doing, because if the pearl doesn't chip, you know that they're doing okay. So yeah.
Pretty cool.
And it felt nautical themed with the pearl, so I was like, yeah, that sounds like a fun little gift, rather than 100 gold pack. So yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
It doesn't require attunement or anything either, so yeah, you just get to have it.
Very cool.
It's also worth 200 gold, so it's value for money.
And he's taught me how to make them as well.
Yes. Though you will have to catch pearls to make future ones.
I'm sure I can craft pearls.
I'm not sure you can craft pearls, but you might be able to, like, you know, get pearls.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool indeed.
I guess everyone wants to take a short rest then, because several of you were in the middle of your long rest and got interrupted. So yeah, and you didn't get.
He gave
everyone else days off,
off,
didn't he? So everyone else can have a long rest. But you don't get to
Hey.
lie in, Agis. And I would say a morning on a ship, absolute latest is 8 o'clock in the morning. So you're only getting 4 hours sleep as a max. Sorry, 3 hours and 40 minutes sleep.
Nah, I was gonna say 4 hours. You say
Short rest.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
take
fine,
my
I'll take a short
long rest easy.
Agis looking fucking tired as he navigates for the rest of the day. Hey, the sea breeze is keeping you awake. Who needs coffee when you got a sea breeze in the winter, right? Why'd you briefly deafen yourself? I saw that. Oh, okay. That's why.
my mic fucked up. I have to restart Discord if it does that.
Alright.
So, anyway, I'll take a short rest.
Cool.
How cold is it out here?
Actually, it's not too bad. It's 20 degrees with wind, so colder than 20 degrees, but maybe like in the region of like 12 degrees or so.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's not too
I
bad.
can't take
the
a long
ruined is
rest.
nice and toasty then with his fairy boots on.
Why can't you take a long rest, Moog?
Pressing it all the time. Says rest and nothing happened.
Well, I mean, you're on full hit points.
But most of my spell slots are gone.
Worked for me. Oh no, it didn't.
I'm a restless soul.
Guess so. Oh, I guess it is new day because it's not a new day.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
Is new day?
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyone doing anything for the rest of the journey? Another 3 days of journeying.
I'll do my downtime.
Hey, Sorrows, you want to learn Draconic for the next 3 days?
Fucking nerd.
Hey, Moke has new languages. He's like, what can you speak, man? Like,
What languages can he speak?
I can speak
Oh, shit.
squirrel.
perhaps.
Choop choop.
Ignore that tracked item complete.
Okay.
I accidentally clicked on it another couple of times.
You will not be forgiven for your transgression.
No.
The hand of God comes down and just flicks the ruins and sends him flying across the ocean like a fucking rock that's been skipped. And he's dead.
Rip. I'll
The
start
Blood
rolling
Hunter.
my new character.
Did you guys ever play Black and White, the video game?
Oh, yes.
Do you remember the immortal guy that you could just toss across the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, so fucking fun.
Love that game. Those games.
Do you ever play the spiritual? Because there was Black and White 2, and then there was like the spiritual sequel I can't remember the name of now.
It rings a bell. Can't think what it actually was, though.
Yeah, it wasn't as good, but it was alright. Yeah, not been a God game in a while, as far as I can think. Because even that's
There's
like
been a
probably
few.
10 years ago.
There's one called, like, Duus or something.
That's
I
the
can't
one I'm
remember
thinking
what
of, the
it's
spiritual
Is it?
sequel actually, yeah, Deus.
called. Yeah.
But that was still about 10 years ago.
Fuck off, was it?
Yeah, probably like 2014-ish.
God, you're making me feel like when people remind me that Dragon Age Inquisition was 10 years ago.
Here's something crazy I fucking realised. How old do you think Anne Hathaway is?
Oh,
I imagine she's getting on now, but she doesn't fucking look it.
No, she looks amazing, but like, how old do you think
she's
she
in
is?
her
She's probably in her 50s,
No, younger than that.
40s
Right.
then.
41?
She is 41. Now here's another question
fuck.
for you.
I thought you were going to tell us. That's not much.
No, here's another question for you. This is what blew my mind, not the Anne Hathaway age.
Oh.
How old do you think Andrew Garfield is?
Oh, he's like older than her, I think.
He's also 41.
He's also
That
41.
like, I knew he was like in his mid-30s, but I was like, wait a second, they're the same age? In my mind, Anne Hathaway's been this like superstar actress for like all of my life, and Andrew Garfield's been around for like 12, 14 years sort of thing, which might be true. I don't know when his like first major role was, but like the fact that they're the same age fucking blew my mind. Here's another thing that blew my mind. Apparently James Blunt used to be best friends with Carrie Fisher.
Really?
Yeah, not a super positive story. I wouldn't look it up unless you want to be slightly depressed. Apparently, Carrie Fisher's daughter blames James Blunt in part for her death, but it's a whole thing.
No, not Blunty McBluntface.
Yeah, they did drugs together.
Okay.
And he didn't try and get her to stop, and she had died with lots of drugs in her system. So, yeah, not super pleasant, but nonetheless. Yeah, maybe he's also a troubled person. I don't fucking know. It's complicated.
Well, now I don't have to Google it, and I am depressed.
Yeah. You're welcome. But I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, apparently his like first album with You're Beautiful and whatever was mostly recorded in Carrie Fisher's house.
Huh.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I never would have like connected those two in my brain ever. Yeah, I found that out last night while trying to get to sleep and scrolling through Facebook. Oh, not Facebook, Instagram. Alright, anyways, moving on from wonderful actresses who passed away too soon. I'm just going to reuse this scene. It's not Grogari. We're in Damask instead, but I can't be bothered to find another image for Damask, so we'll use this one instead. Oh hey, there's Dead Nerexius on this map. Sorry, man. Alright. So, 3 days later then, you would arrive at Damask. For the people who were in Grogari, Domask, like architecturally and what have you, is very, very similar, but it's smaller. Grogari is a city. It's probably on a kind of similar scale. Wait, none of you ever actually got to Elysia, did you? Probably on a similar scale to Hamon, which is where you like fought the vampire and what have you. So like a medium-sized city. Whereas Domask is more like a small town, but like clearly same sort of influences, as I say, in terms of architecture and what have you. Yeah. What do you guys want to do now that you are free to depart from the ship?
Sorry, what was the city called we were in?
Domask. Domasc. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
I guess first thing we usually do, find an inn.
And then
Great.
One thing I do have to ask, Moog,
What about him?
Yes.
seems that you can handle yourself pretty well.
Maybe I was just lucky. Which, by the way, I was.
What are your plans now that you're off the ship?
No, usually I just go my way. You guys seem like a lively bunch, though.
So I'll pass a look to the other guys.
I'll nod.
I'll just shrug.
Could use an extra hand if you're interested.
Or Talon.
I'll shrug as well. Nonchalantly. Yeah, I mean, nothing's keeping me.
Excellent. Well, I believe we're all going to try and find an inn.
Sounds good to me.
We'll get to know each other a bit better.
You wander around then until you find an inn named the Free Chalice. Not free as in not costing money, as in there are 3 of them. But for some reason they haven't called it the Free Chalices. Maybe I misspoke the first time and now I'm sticking to it, or maybe that was intentional, you decide.
Maybe we can ask them why that is.
Maybe you can. It's a 4-story building made of wood with a brick roof. It's bustling with patrons, and as you walk in, the bar is being manned by a female dwarf. As I say, kind of bustling with customers, so there's quite a lot of people kind of intermixed. What do you guys want to do?
Look,
Hmm.
what is your drink of choice?
Anything with a little kick.
Stout?
It's got a kick.
I'll order a round of stout.
Do you reckon
He
stout's
says-
about the same cost as ale?
Probably, yeah.
Because there's not stout on my Dungeon Master screen. So you want to buy a mug for everyone or just a gallon for the table?
I'll buy a mug for everyone.
Mug for everyone. There are 6 of you, so that is 4 copper each times 6 would be 24 copper.
I'll give a silver.
Okay. I love how, like, repeatedly, Sorrow seems to be the sort of guy who, like, tips a lot, but really it's just because Tommy really cannot be fucked to do proper mathematics on all the different currencies and just goes, round it up to the highest number.
Not really. I mean, I can just do minus 24.
Yeah, but I feel like
I'd just like to
consistently,
tip.
Whenever it's copper, you're just like, pay a silver, and whenever it's silver, you're like, pay a gold. I just don't
It just
wanna...
feels like I'm paying nothing. For
Yeah,
good
rich people's
service.
problem.
Also, I do find it funny how Soros keeps buying drinks for everyone, and I repeatedly don't drink them. Yeah, he still does it.
It's the thought that counts, man.
It's because Sorrows is pleasantly surprised every single time when you guys are clearing up. He's like, oh, there's a bunch of ale left.
Yeah, it's like, wow, someone didn't finish this.
It looks like they almost didn't touch it. No questions asked beyond that. Okay.
You know, ruined.
What?
Before your incapacitation, before we truly got to know each other, I would hear around the grapevine that you despise milk.
He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. He's looked at his rings.
Only 30-something sessions in.
33 sessions in.
Oh, it's true. I can't stand it.
It must be quite the hatred of the stuff, if that seems to be the first thing I learned of you, before even meeting you.
It is true. I have been known to have quite a visceral reaction.
What is it? The taste? The texture?
Everything.
Is it all kinds of milk?
Yes. I hate it with my whole being. An innate hatred, it feels like.
My mother used to tell me it would make you grow strong. Perhaps you should have drunk more.
No. Wouldn't touch the stuff.
It's actually not that uncommon for elves to dislike milk, says Gion.
Is that so?
This... My brief time in Ildari Forest, I learned that apparently most elves don't drink the milk of creatures. Obviously, breast milk when we're young, but it was a bit of a culture shock to see how much milk is consumed outside of elvish commons.
The more you know.
Viensen pipes up. Also, non-elves have a tendency for eating rotted flesh. I think you call it curing meat.
Ah.
I'm also
Well.
making it canon that it's innate for blood hunters to hate milk.
Fair.
Well, if fresh meat is on the table, obviously that's a preference, but it's needs must, especially in this time of year.
Yeah, it's true. I guess tieflings probably struggle more in the wilderness of the Ember Mountains.
Aye. You never truly know when your last meal is coming. It's a dangerous place.
I just thought of something extremely racist that any of the elves could have said, but then I looked at the different characters that could have said it and went, well, the most likely person to be racist is Agis, and I don't control him.
Whoa!
He's an Eladrin, I'm just saying.
Whoa!
I'm not saying Agis as a person, I'm saying as an Eladrin.
Whoa!
Just got something really racist to say, guys, so instead I'm going to replace it with something else racist.
Canonically, Eladrin are racist in this setting, most of them.
Yeah. And have you known Agis to be racist?
Yes.
Maybe a little bit.
When?
All of those whispers that you send me.
You've also continuously made fun of my dragon guy. Pretty
When?
racist.
I mean, that was deserved, though.
When did Agis make fun
Hey,
of the
hey,
racist
hold
person?
on. Deserved
Magic.
racism?
No. Not deserved racism. Deserved teasing over you being a dragonborn.
Calum's just whispering Pete, like, as Age, just being like, yo, fuck them humans, am I right?
You do know that Calum, for every campaign we've ever played in, has just whispered me his character's internal monologue like it's a fucking comic book and he's narrating.
I'm waiting for Pete to install a laugh track.
just at the beginning of every session, he's like, "It's Thursday, October 31st. The streets are crowded, despite the rain."
Something's
Could be
in
completely
my...
true.
Huh?
Could be completely true.
Yeah. I know pretty much that whole monologue off by heart, by the way. It's very sad to admit. Alright. Anyways, yeah, so, you talked about the fact that most elves don't like milk or rotted flesh. What else?
Come
So, the ensign.
Mhm.
What now?
For you're the ones leading the show. We're out of Vytheria, which means that the Queen's guards are unlikely to find us. They're unlikely to come to the mainland just looking for a bunch of criminals. Nor do I imagine they'll come looking for me.
So what is next for you?
I thought that you had asked me to join you in your fight against...
Oh, that is official, is it?
Yeah, the Ruined
Okay.
Convinced.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that session.
Yeah. Never
Also,
mind
just
then.
as a reminder, I forgot this in the recap, but only the Ruined in character knows. Fienzan also revealed himself to be the bastard son of the Queen of the Drow.
I did assume after his conversation with the merchant about his mother.
Did I get a like reputation or a rep increase with Fienzan from that conversation?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, he's already agreed to come with you. So are you still asking him what he's doing next, or?
No, forget that then,
Okay.
if that was already established.
Cool. And what else are you guys doing?
So is it the afternoon?
Yeah. What time would it be? It'd be about 9 in the morning. You guys are day drinking.
Oh, right, okay.
Hey.
I would like to go and have a look around the shops.
As would I.
Okay.
I will ask a Moga question first.
Okay.
Moga, I couldn't help but notice during our fight that your magic is... I wouldn't say odd, but it's something that I've not seen much at all.
Oh, yes.
More natural.
Yeah, you were probably more used to the runic way of casting spells, I assume.
Funnily enough, it's something I'm trying to learn a lot about.
Yeah, as much as I would like to help you, that's not really my area of expertise. My spells come from a more, well, as you put it, more natural place.
That is interesting. I'd like to learn more about this.
I'd love to show you at some point.
Does he carry his staff on his person all the time, or does he try and hide it?
No, I would also use it to walk
Ah,
most of the time.
I'd like to make a perception check on the staff. Maybe an Arcana check if I get any hints about it.
I would say you could just roll an Arcana check to see if you sense anything about it.
Interesting. Magical goodies. Let me look at that stare more.
Do I just post it?
You can, or you can explain it, but yes, it's definitely magical.
Nah, fuck it. You can read it.
Ah.
Since you're not asking directly, I guess this makes more sense.
It's a very unique staff you have.
Oh, this. Yeah, it's mainly for walking.
Could you briefly summarize it just for the stream, though? Because I imagine most people are not going to read all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a +2 staff, so it's grants bonus to attack and damage rolls. Also has charges, like the charge system that like recharges every dawn, I want to say.
I believe so, yeah.
Dawn, yeah. And I can cast like a bunch of spells with that. Animal Friendship, Awaken, Bark Skin, Locate Animals and Plants, Speak with Animals, Speak with Plants, and Wall of Thorns. And I can, if it drops to 0, I have to roll like a d20, and if it lands on a d1, it becomes a normal, just quarter staff.
Oh, okay.
And it can also transform into tree.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Hey, Luna Parker. Look, I don't normally respond to chat messages while we're playing D&D because I'm focusing on playing D&D, but I'm not super interested in someone trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Solicit me for commission work. Thank you, but you can probably spend your time better somewhere else if you're trying to get work. Thank you. Cool. Yeah. It's a magic item that I can't remember. What rarity is it again? Or
Very rare.
Very rare, yeah.
Oh no, it's actually rare because I struggled to find something very rare.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got another item as well. So you also sense another magic item on him for what it's worth with that 21.
Yeah, as I'm sort of looking at the staff, I'll sort of adjust my glasses a bit to get a better look and pop them back on. Well, it's certainly not just any old stick.
Oh well, I mean, it's not just a stick, but yeah, it's yeah. I may use it to cast spell here too, because I don't know yet that he actually can see through the staff, right?
You can roll an insight.
My insight is sick. Actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, I don't have any idea.
No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when we get to know each other a bit more, I can have a look. I'm quite interested when it comes to items and arcane power.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even though your staff looks. Actually, I'll let one around with him. Let's see if I can see the. Oh.
The problem is wrapped.
Oh, is it rat?
Yes.
Got that my number pad goes to the break screen if I press certain buttons. Sorry about that, folks. It's fine, you didn't miss anything major. I just very briefly went to the break screen.
Yeah, the problem is wrapped, but you could still look at the staff because it's going to be quite powerful.
Yeah, I'll look at the staff. Would
I mean, also, there are runes going pretty much all up the neck, so, like... Unless you're covering all of it up with leather wrap.
What do you mean? I meant I was covering the problem, which was the crack.
Ah, yeah. But he can still tell us magical, is what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I could also probably tell that his staff is kind of out of my staff's league, right? Like when it comes to magical properties.
That would be an Arcana check. But in terms of like the design, your staff has a much more kind of like naturalistic. It's a branch from a tree that's been turned into a magical item, whereas his is this kind of hewn and You can't tell how like magical it is,
Yeah.
but like it's hewn and carved and made as like a piece of artistry, and the wood, you don't recognize it. You mean you can roll a nature check actually to see if you recognize the wood, but you probably won't recognize it unless you get a really good roll.
Come on. No, it was also bad.
No, but that is noteworthy, right? The fact that you're pretty good at nature and you don't recognize what type of wood that staff is made of.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, wait. Sorry. What? Oh.
Yeah, perhaps we can talk about that more in the evening, maybe.
Sure, I'd like that.
Then I assume we get up, considering the other two boys want to shop.
Yeah, if you want to. Is that a yes?
I mean, if the rest is going as well, yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys are sons of bitches. I forgot to pre-populate Damascus with a bunch of shops, so I was hoping that this conversation would pad out for as long as possible so I could fill stuff up. I've got a bunch of shops, but basically if there's any shop that you want to go to that isn't currently there, I've already got 4 shops in there, but there are probably others. We can just determine whether they're there or not, and then I can create them as needed. Doesn't take very long to actually create them, so yeah, there's an adventure, an alchemist, an arcane, and armor. You can all see those from the entrance to the tavern. Anywhere else, though, you're gonna have to go looking a bit, and I'll just make a roll to determine whether it's there or not. So what were Tommy and Alex looking for in terms of items?
First potions for me.
Okay, so alchemist might have some potions, but tends to more be about potion supply, like ingredients, but you can always have a look in there. Otherwise, if you want to go to a specific potion seller, it's pretty likely for there to be a potion seller, so I'm going to roll a dice, a d6. As long as I don't roll a 1, then there will be a potion seller. I rolled a 2, there is a potion seller.
Potion seller.
Seller?
Okay. You find a little gremlin of a man with a little stool on a street corner with a bunch of potions on the stool.
I shall approach. Let's see their wares.
Okay, it's now populated now in the Domask folder, or I can just do that. Actually, can't I? There we go.
Seller? Damn, superior healing potion is some good shit. Goddamn.
Yep, better buy one of them.
He says as you go to buy it.
My potions are too strong for you, Trev.
You can't handle that sort of potion.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Maybe you'd prefer these potions. He gestures towards the normal healing potions.
I think I would prefer that one.
No, that potion is too strong for you, traveler.
Have you seen me?
Yes, you are puny and weak. You look like a malnourished mule.
I'd like to rage.
Okay. Did you get big
It's a
when you
good
rage?
shit.
Yes.
He looks up at you and goes, "Now you look like an overcompensating malnourished mule."
Well, I'm an overcompensating malnourished mule with a large purse of coin.
This matters not to me. You think money is why I do this? Oh, okay. Welcome back.
It can't hurt to put bread on the table.
Who eats bread in this day and age? Malnourished mules, that's what. I eat fragua.
What race is this person?
Are you there with him?
Yeah, I'll...
Both of you
Sorry,
can roll a
perception.
perception check. Nice. Very nice. It's really hard to pinpoint what race he is because his face seems to be constantly shifting and distorting.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, how much of that could this buy you? And I'll put down 100 gold on there.
It is not a matter of gold. I have told you these potions are too strong for you. Only a great warrior could handle my potions, and you are not a great warrior. You are a lesser warrior.
Well, how can I prove my worth?
You cannot prove your worth. It is painted on you like a tattoo. You are of low stock. A mere commoner, I would wager.
Well, then surely I'd need the most effective potions.
It's not about the effective potions. If you were to drink this potion, it would claim your life. It is too powerful for you.
Can
It's
I
fine.
buy the potion?
Do you ask?
I ask the person.
Huh?
Yeah, I ask.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
What the fuck? I didn't even get to roll a persuasion.
No, because that wouldn't have been the meme. You are of the land, yes?
Indeed.
Why don't you just make your own potions then, you filthy half-breed?
Oh my god!
Your beard, it's like a dwarf, but your stature is like a man. Which one are you, Desal? Okay. He gets no bonus to this. I'm just going to roll a d20. He rolled a 5. On a second thought, though, you are the most heroic man I have ever met. You can have all of my potions, and what's more, you can have them for half price.
Perfect. And I'll like kind of open up my hand so Soros gives me his money so I can pay for it.
I'll give him the 100 gold.
I mean, that's not enough for a superior healing potion, even at half price, but okay.
I wanted a greater.
Okay. Oh, if you wanted a greater, this conversation would have never happened.
For God's sake!
Wait, now you have to get a a superior one. Like that now you kind of have to
Well,
get one for 150.
I was more interested in getting one greater, but I can buy 2 now. And you
That's
can have one.
That's no, you can keep it. However much money you want to spend.
I'll give you 100 gold to buy one for me and one for you.
As this guy was
Alright.
probably a changeling, by the way, hence the shifting face, I'm going to make it canonical that he's, like Captain Blackvein's very, very, very distant ancestor.
Yeah. Okay. So I buy one, and you buy one, then,
Mhm.
and then we should have them in our inventory. Yeah.
Oh, because I've got Agis selected. It had Agis as my icon as Game Master. That confused the hell out of me.
Well, it was a pleasure.
No,
you want
the
anything
pleasure
else?
was all mine.
You want anything else before we leave? Because I think as soon as this spell runs out, I don't think you'll like me that much anymore.
What spell?
Oh no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some other guy.
Ah, I see. Yes. Only a fool would fall for such a spell, whatever the spell may be.
Oh, I can't even cast spells.
Ah, I couldn't tell you. You look so wise, but then again, so strapping, like a paladin.
Yes, yes, that's what I am.
Yes, I could tell. On your heroic stature.
Like an old dude hunched over with a stick.
I'm not sure I've ever had to roleplay someone being under the effects of charm person now that I think about it.
Well, yeah. Bye. As I
Good
wander
day.
off.
Oh, I thought he meant buy more things. Alright, that's
I've
a
already
potion seller.
Yep.
Anyone want to buy anything else?
Yes. But I think Alex did too, didn't he?
I've just sold some stuff. I don't need to buy anything.
Oh, okay. I'd like to see a armor smith.
What did you sell out of interest, the rune? Because it didn't pop up with anything.
I sold plate armor, a longsword, and a rapier, I think.
Oh, I think I know who that plate armor and that longsword belong to.
Not the
Smells like
longsword
demon
plus
in here.
one,
Oh,
but
okay.
the plate I sold because I thought maybe Samo would make another character that would wear plate so he could just take his items back, but seeing as he's playing a druid, I'm just getting the money.
Yeah.
Fair. Alright, so you want to go to the armorer then, Tommy?
Please.
I was wondering why this guy had so little money, but that's probably the guy you sold the plate armor to, wasn't it, Alex?
Probably.
I was like, I swear I put an extra 0 on that currency. Never mind. Hello there.
I'll try and recoup a bit of my money from the the ship.
Yeah. I mean, we're selling a set of plate armor. You should have got all the money back, right?
I made profit.
Yeah. What can I do you for?
I'm It's It's half plate that I want to have as a barbarian, isn't it?
I don't think it's any armor that you
No,
want
it's
to
not.
slap on.
No,
Yeah,
there is one kind of armor which is good.
Can you
No,
wear light armor?
no, there isn't.
Barbarian, the whole shtick is about. I mean, you can wear armor, but it's just like not
You
a
won't
lot
get
of
any of your you won't get any of your unarmored bonuses if you wear armor.
Can you even rage with armor?
You can.
No, you can't.
I think you can rage with it.
You can rage.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't in Baldur's Gate at least, but yeah.
I read that like months after I like finished playing Stormfang, and I was like, oh, I should not have been raging wearing that plate armor.
Bear with me.
Barely.
It doesn't say anything about not being able to rage while wearing armor. Oh, while raging, you can't gain the following. You gain the following benefits if you aren't wearing heavy armor. So yeah, you shouldn't have been doing it in plate armor. But
Yeah.
Tommy could wear medium or light armor and still be able to rage. But you wouldn't get your unarmored defense. So potentially your reflex might be better or it might be worse depending on the armor.
Yeah, that's why I say I think it's half plate. That is actually an upgrade.
So half plate then would, which this guy doesn't have, but
No, I know it doesn't.
a blacksmith might have it as well. I can roll a blacksmith shop fairly quickly, but let's just see whether that would actually give you what you want it to give you.
Damn, see, I could have made it for you.
Why can't I type in the search bar for my items? That's annoying. Okay, Foundry just seems to be glitching there. I can't search for items, so I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. This is why you spend the time to carefully put everything in folders so you can easily find them if your search bar doesn't work. Half plate. Half plate would be 15 AC plus your dexterity bonus, but your dexterity bonus would be capped out at 2. So yours is plus 2 anyway, so that would be an AC of 17.
With half plate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a massive upgrade.
Just checking whether there's anything else. You'd still be able to do fast movement, so that's fine.
I don't think you have the benefit of unarmed movement. Or unarmored movement.
That's not a thing for barbarians. You're thinking of monk.
I swear they get a 10-foot bonus as well.
They do, but it's called fast movement, and it says your
Yeah.
speed increases by 10 feet while you aren't wearing heavy armor. So same thing as raging.
Okay.
So yeah, that seems to be the only two things that it's really affecting. However, another thing that's just worth bearing in mind is you are not. Oh, you are proficient in medium armor. Never mind. So yeah, you're all good. So it's just a case of whether the blacksmith has one or not. Then.
Yeah.
Cool. Another thing that's just worth putting in mind, but I don't think you could use your current axe with it, because you've got a great axe, don't you? Not a battle axe.
Great axe, yeah.
Is that you cannot... you could use a shield, but you can't with a great axe. But you could if you got a battle axe instead, as an example. Right.
I like my axe anyway.
That's fine. Let me roll a blacksmith. Okay. Can I just not type in Foundry? Can I type in anything else at the moment? What's going on? Sorry about the cameras, but yeah, I can type in Discord. Weird. I just cannot type in Foundry right now. Oh, now it's working. Weird as fuck. Yeah, all of my typing's working. That is... I have no idea. Never seen that happen before. Anyways, doesn't matter. Right, populate items. Oh. So I always randomize how many times I roll on the roll tables to see what gear they have. So it could be that they have very little gear, or it could be that they have lots of gear. So I could roll 1d4, or I could roll 60-20. I just rolled 60-20 on this blacksmith.
Oh.
So he's going to have a lot of stuff. Still might not have what you want, but he is going to have a lot of stuff. Oh, but that's just for generic blacksmith stuff. That's not for armor or weapons. I need to also do it for armor and weapons. He's got loads of sledgehammers if you want them. Oof. He does not have half plate.
Son of a bitch. Well, I'll talk to him anyway.
Yeah, I'm just going to also randomize what weapons he has, and then I'll be ready for you.
Might have something nice.
He has a single set of armor on him.
Oh boy.
Hey man, sometimes it happens. Did I just roll on the I did just roll on the magic weapons. Fuck it. Rather than having any normal weapons, he's just got a bunch of magic weapons instead because I clicked the wrong thing. Have fun with that.
I mean,
Oh, where is this shop?
I'm just about to show it to everyone. There we go. So if you want 4,000 ball bearings, they're not actually free. That's wrong. But if you want 4,000 ball bearings, then let me tell you, this guy, he's got some ball bearings.
Cool ass looking bow.
But yeah, the only armor that he has is scale mail, which I think is also heavy. Oh, it's medium. So that would be 14 plus your dex bonus of +2. So that would be 16. So it's not as good as half plate, but it is still an upgrade for you, Tommy. I'm just going to go back and double check what the smith had just to see if he's got anything better than that, because that's still lower than why the fuck is a breastplate so much more expensive when scale mail gives you the same bonus? Anyways.
God, that's a cool ass crossbow as well.
Yeah, so scale mail looks like the best you're going to be able to get in this town, at least. Or you can save it until you get to another town.
would I be able to commission something?
If you want to wait here a couple of days, you could, yeah.
How long do we reckon we're going to be in town for? That's the question. Hmm. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna send you a message quick, Pete.
Oh damn, man's got some cool ass items.
If you want to commission something from the armor smith, he tells you it's going to be a 3-day wait. Just as an
3
FYI.
days.
Is it first come, first served in the shop?
If there's something you think someone else might want, it's always polite to just say what you're planning on buying, but otherwise, help yourself.
Okay, fair enough. I'm thinking about buying the short sword of warning and the blood spear.
I mean, it only makes sense that you gave us a warning that you were going to buy the short sword of warning, man. Otherwise, you're not worthy of it.
Damn, that spear's cool.
Yeah. I'm also looking for all that.
It's a shame it's not finesse.
Oh, is it not? Oh, yeah. In that case, I'm not considering buying the blood spear.
Funnily enough, every single item I have that has the word blood in it, I have always looked at for you to be like, is this something that I give you either at just some like plot point or as a birthday present? I did look at all the blood related stuff. Blood spear is versatile though,
Yeah, it's versatile.
but not finesse.
That should give it finesse, no?
No, finesse and
No?
versatile are different, but it means he can one-hand it. He just can't use his dex bonus for it.
Yeah,
But
my
it-
strength is not great. So.
But you could still dual wield, is I guess what we're saying. There is an item, a blood-related item that I eventually plan to give you, but I don't actually know whether you as the Ruined want to use it or not.
Right, okay.
It's like, it's a cool weapon, but it's just not a rapier or chains, so it's like, it would take that element out of it while you were using it, but it's still a cool blood-related weapon, so...
Well, technically I can use my chains on any weapon.
Oh, okay, then cool. That takes away the pontification of to whether I'll ever give it to you. I know when I'm going to give it to you then.
Sweet.
I'm not going to say what it is beyond that, but yeah, it's a blood-related weapon, and I was like, it sounds pretty cool. I could see you using it. And if you go, I'm good, then that's fine too. What about that rune gold conduit, though? You check that out, Agis. That might be of interest to you. Probably not because of the staff, but, you know.
What was it, sorry?
The rune gold conduit.
What is that? Oh, there it is.
Actually, to be fair, that could be useful to the Ruined as well, potentially. How many spells does the Ruined have? I can't remember.
I only have like 2, and only one of them is relatively combat, which is Hex, but other than that, that's pretty much it.
I mean, maybe it could be of interest for Rogue. It's basically, it allows you to cast weapons by doing a melee attack. Like melee weapon attack.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good in theory, but my spell attack is better than my melee
Yeah,
attack.
I was going to say, as I was reading what specifically it did, I was like, actually, that's not that good for Agis, but...
Yeah. However, when I am passing the shop, I will buy something.
Mm-hmm.
The Dagger of Edis.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes. That sounds good.
First of all, you would immediately know, as you like look at the little names scrawled in parchment underneath these different items, that Edis is the angel of magic.
Mm.
So, like, it's a god. He warns you as he shows it off to you and activates it, and this eerie violet flame flutters from it. Do you think yourself worthy of gifts from Edis, my friend?
Funnily enough, I've been asked a question similar.
For it is rumored that those who attempt to wield this blade without a blessing quickly go blind.
Blind, you say?
It's what the description says, man. Yeah, if you want it. 600 gold.
Done.
Cool.
I will have to go into my fucking bag of holding for it. But yes, done.
So while you hold this dagger, its blade shims dim light in a 5-foot radius. The dagger can be used as spellcasting focus and deals psychic or necrotic damage, your choice, instead of the usual piercing damage. As a bonus action while holding the dagger, you can spend 1 charge to empower it until the start of your next turn. Each time you expend 1 or more of the dagger's charges, your life force is siphoned and you take 1d6 necrotic damage per charge expend. This damage can't be reduced or avoided in any way. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack using this dagger, or with a ranged spell attack you cast using the dagger as a focus, the target takes an additional 3d6 damage. Quite bloodhuntery of you, really. Take damage to deal more damage.
Yes, but magical.
Yes, and without bleeding.
Which, funnily enough, I can then take 1d6 damage and Crimson Rector.
Yeah. Did you already purchase it, sorry?
Yeah, sorry, I had to go to my bag of holding for it, so...
What, to get the money?
Yes.
Cool. Click that thing and it should go into your inventory.
Hang on a second. I've just got to add it to my actual character sheet, because if not, then I'll say that I'm broke.
Well, if you're broke, I'm busy.
Very cool.
And doesn't require attunement.
That is also very cool.
Which means that the rumor is completely wrong. You're not going to go blind about it, because there's no downside to not attuning to it. It doesn't say anything about optional attunement, so you're totally fine.
Very cool indeed. I like this dagger a lot.
Also, it doesn't actually have a blade. It's kind of like a lightsaber in that sense.
Yeah.
It's just a hilt, and then when you activate it, like a blade of purple violet flame flutters into being. So the rest of the time, it just kind of looks like a weird, ornate metal cylinder.
That's very cool indeed.
Click that artwork. Can you make the artwork big? I can't remember if you can make the artwork big or not. I feel like there was a way to view item artwork, but maybe I'm wrong. If not, I can just do it the old-fashioned
Why are
way.
the effects of Dagger of Warning coming up?
Oh, I probably cloned the Dagger of Warning to... Yeah, I've removed that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Look, man, the easiest way to make magic items is to start off with a magic item, duplicate it, and then edit it. And sometimes
I praise it just after he told me, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, this is a Dagger of Warning. I've been duped.
What, you don't want a Dagger of Warning? Dagger of Warnings are useful, man. Don't diss a Dagger of Warning.
Yeah, sure.
How else would Aragorn know that he has to go sicko mode against a bunch of Uruk-hai?
Yeah.
Then if he sees Frodo's dagger glowing, just to be clear. I wasn't thinking that Aragorn's sword glowed. I'm not dumb.
Is anyone else buying anything else?
Yeah,
Boy.
so I would be able to dual wield with the spear if I got it then, would I?
Yes.
Yeah, as long as you have a light weapon in your offhand.
Okay. Okay.
That, and you wouldn't be able to use the versatile feature up.
Just saw you another message, Tommy. I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see
Yes,
it
fine.
until just now. Give me 1 second. I will have to measure. About 6 inches.
Huh?
You would. Yeah, there we go. That's that looks sick. Cool ass dagger.
Yeah, just post it in Discord if people want to see what it looks like. Because Loot Tavern do some very cool magic item art.
Ooh.
You can also see its original name because I renamed it to be Songs appropriate. Dagger of Hecate, I think is what it's called. Or Hecate? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Greek god.
Hecate?
Hecate? Possibly. It's been a while since I studied ancient Greek history, so I don't fucking know how to pronounce things anymore other than, like, Pluto. Not Pluto. Fucking... No, it is Pluto, isn't it? Is it Pluto? What's his fucking name? Yeah, it is Pluto.
Plato?
Plato. That's, yeah, Plato, not the planet Pluto. Tommy, for your question, would you be sticking to the road, or would you be going as the crow flies cross-country?
Cross-country.
My man's just going. He's gone.
He's asking how far away something is. He's not actually going.
Oh,
Yet.
okay. I thought Soros was just leaving.
Guys, I have to take a shit. I'll be right back.
Thanks for sharing, man.
Bye, bud.
No, I mean, Soros said that.
Cheeseburger.
The answer is 47 and a bit days, as the crow flies.
What about road?
Longer.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how many days did you say? What?
47 and a bit. Oh, but that's ignoring you having a horse. So half that for having a horse.
Jesus.
So 23-ish days.
Well, that makes it way better.
Yeah.
The world is big, man, and you guys have been just teleporting around non-fucking stop. You haven't gotten to experience how big the world is. And this is just one continent. There's 2 other fucking continents in this game.
See, I could buy these 2 weapons, or I could buy an inn.
Wait, how do you know how much an inn costs?
It says in the
In the make a home or something.
Oh, cool. You guys have looked at that. I didn't realize you guys had actually looked at that.
Yeah. I've been keeping an eye on it, seeing my money grow, seeing what I can buy with it.
Hell yeah, if you want to buy it in at some point, I'm totally down for that.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like the only reason that I'm not immediately doing it, because I did say to myself in the beginning, like, as soon as I get enough money to buy a property, I will. However, we did come across free real estate last session, and I feel like if I can.
How much commerce you're going to get in an inn on a small little island 1 day away from the mainland? Or not from the mainland, from an island nation.
To be fair, I'm only using inn as the example on the side. Like, I wouldn't necessarily make a tavern or something. Although I could, because it would be good to get some extra money, like, rolling in, just, passively.
You know those, like, island sea forts off the coast of the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like someone being like, I don't know why my pub's not getting any business on this sea fort that takes a full, like, 12 hours by boat to get to and no one knows about.
Hey, you say that, but word will spread. I mean, how do you think those big, like, pirate bays, came about?
True. All you need to do is, like, force feed people some parchment telling them about it.
Yeah, exactly. But no, if I was going to do that, I probably would turn it into like a base, like for the blood hunters and stuff, to start recruiting for that. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool to have an inn, but I feel like I can just about cover the cost of like actually buying it, and then obviously I'd have to get employees and stuff and pay them. Plus, there's like 90 gold upkeep on it and everything. Like, maybe not right this instant. I'm sure I'll make more money in the future, so I'll buy the weapons.
AP.
Yeah.
Is there a herbalist?
Herbalist is also pretty likely. There is already a alchemist if you wanted to browse that at all.
I've already ransacked the place.
Okay, cool.
He just came with a gun to all your plants.
Again, herbalist is pretty likely, so unless I roll a 1 on a d6, I rolled a 6 on d6, so yeah, let me... I'm just going to respond to a question from someone over DM, and then I will create the herbalist for you.
Damn, that's really fucked up. I could buy that.
Right, creating the herbalist for you now. I forgot how many fucking roll tables the herbalist has.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's just the herbalist has all of the gathering tables as well as everything else.
By the way, Pete, with this blood spear, it says that only like the chosen of Kavan will get the +2 to attack and damage rolls. Do I need to worry about that?
I don't know who Kavan is. It's probably from the description of the spear.
Right,
So...
don't worry about that.
Do I need to worry about that?
That's a valid question with how
Is this
fucked
guy
I can
gonna
be
come back with his spear? Like, we're gonna fight me for or what?
how fucked of a dungeon master I can be. Yeah, Kavan is from the Curse of Strahd book. So yeah, don't worry about him.
Okay,
That's
so...
just flavor text for the magic item. That's not relevant to this setting. Just note though, it does require attunement. So again, you have to swap out an attunement slot.
I mean, I'm gonna be swapping it out for one of my rapiers anyway, so I'll just unattune to one of them. I'll unattune to the Rapier of Vengeance,
I was going to
guess.
say the other rapier doesn't require attunement,
yeah.
so...
Unattune to...
Did you rename that other rapier Rapier of Freedom?
Yeah.
Nice. Has the Ruin told anyone that he's named his sword?
No, he's kind of keeping it a secret at the moment.
Okay. Cool. I've unattuned from your Rapier of Vengeance and attuned to your Blood Spear. If you ever want to swap your attunements, it's just over a long rest, and you just click these little sun symbols to unselect one of them and then select the other one.
Right, okay.
You can see your attunement slots at the top of your inventory.
Yeah.
Cool. The herbalist is now set up. And has some money.
Excellent stuff.
Oh.
Ignore that.
I'm now vigorously looking at...
Oh yeah, you can do herbalism stuff as well, can't you?
I can, but I don't have any money, so...
Fair enough.
What's the regular range with the spear, by the way? Oh, it's 5, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't really matter if I got chains. Duh.
Duh, but you could throw it.
Duh. I could.
Oh yeah, what would happen if you threw it in chains form? Do you, like, yank it back?
Well, I'm pretty sure as soon as it leaves my hand, I'd, like, lose Crimson Right on it.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not sure. I mean, technically, I guess it could work, because the chains are technically only an extension of, like, my power, and I'm technically forming the chains. So, like, when I use things like Shackle, for example, I basically don't leave my chain connected to them. I basically form shackles with, like, blood. So technically I could envelop a spear with, like, chains and then throw it. I don't think it would really do much, but I could, I guess.
I guess it, like, I'm thinking of, like, hypotheticals. First of all, you've rule lawyered yourself into being allowed to do it, because that makes sense to me. But second, like, hypothetically, if you were, like, I don't know, trying to deal with a giant monster and you, like, wanted to, like, throw your spear, embed it into, like, its back or whatever, and then, like, connect the chains to, like, something so that it's, like, stuck in place, which is kind of like your one of your abilities anyways, but, like, you could do that and then use your ability as well or whatever. Like, I could see there being scenarios, but as you say, like, your claim and your shackle are kind of already doing elements of that anyway, so...
Yeah, and I mean, like, I was gonna say maybe it could be pretty cool if I could, like, throw the spear into, like, if we need to climb somewhere, say, throw my spear into, like, the surface, and then, like, let a chain, like, drop down that we could, like, climb up or something.
Yeah, I could see that working.
Because, I mean, the Crimson Rite wouldn't, like, the Crimson Rite wouldn't be activated, but that wouldn't be necessary for just using the chain, because that's just purely from my blood magic.
As I say, you've rule lawyered yourself into allowing it, and I agree, so...
Sick.
Which means no achievement for you today, because there is an achievement for if I disagree with you and just say fuck off. But hey, you've already... it was you who got the achievement, wasn't it? For the 2 nat 1s with advantage.
Wait, there's an achievement for you to disagree with someone?
There is an achievement for explaining the rules to the Dungeon Master, and the Dungeon Master ignoring you anyways. Which hasn't happened, because I usually agree. If it's what the rules say, or if I think it's cool, I usually agree. But it
now
happen.
I'm desperately trying to find to get this fucking achievement. Oh.
And no, your Instagram video is about turning the moon into a phylactery. If you try and turn the moon into a phylactery in game, then it might count. But until then,
Wherever we are or where we're heading, do we know if it's, like, below 0 anywhere?
not as far as you're aware, but it is winter. But you're kind of in a desert region at the moment. So I'm just opening up the world map because we haven't actually decided where we're going. So, just as a recap then, you guys are currently in Domusk, which is here. You had been planning to go to the Orcish Kingdom, so to Core Point, basically, down over here, and then make your way from there west into the Tiefling Kingdom to eventually reconvene with your party in Nefaris, which is the current capital of the Tieflings. However, at the same time, you had sent Dai and Kytheria, who had travelled from Gogari, which is just over here, and this is maybe a week ago in-game. You had sent them from Gogari to head south towards Oris and then Vires. Vires being the capital of this kingdom. And then to meet with you in the forest, the idea being that you'd probably be quicker by boat. You no longer, you've failed to get Vyferia to join you, and then you could hail a boat to Core Point, but as I say, it will be a long journey and expensive, or you could decide to change your plan.
What happened in Gregari when you guys were there?
Basically, that was when Tommy and Sammer, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Went to the museum about that hero. You learn about her having Storm Sunder. You learn about Gorgon's Peak, which is that dungeon that's supposedly guarded by a Draco Lich. And then you found the mage who teleported them, but also managed to immolate himself because he fell over in oil and had a cigar lit on his ear.
I'm going to go to the toilet, but I vote ship to the Orc Kingdoms.
Okay.
Further. Anyway, be right back.
Cool. There wasn't a teleporter in Core Point, was there? That's why we had to head there.
You're not aware of whether there is one or not. It's a lower tech city. So the chances are lower that there will be one.
But it wasn't connected to the portal circle.
it's not a case of whether it's connected or not. It's if you know that there is one, you can head in that direction and eventually find one. But remember, the place between places is an entire another realm that has its own geography. So it's kind of like whether you know the way there, sort of thing.
Yeah,
And also there are dangers, as you've discovered, in the place between places. So it's not necessarily the worst way to navigate, but it's also not like completely safe either. But then neither is traveling by foot across land or by boat across sea. So, you know.
I mean, I'm fine with taking boat. That being said, I'm piss poor. So,
I piss poor.
Hey, man.
I'm PB.
I'm piss poor.
Yeah, we established that one already.
Yeah. I had to emphasize that. What would you make us pay without any bargain, roughly, to take a boat down there from where we are right now?
I'm just trying to work that out, but expensive is the quick answer. Ship's passage is 1 silver per mile. Oof. Do I have a map scale on this map? I can't remember if I ever did add a mile. I did. Excellent. Okay. So how many days did I say 125 miles would take? So basically every 5 days is 125 miles.
Yeah, I don't think we have that money, guys.
And this is per person as well, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
How much per person, sorry?
I'm working out now.
We haven't established that yet, but it's 125 miles
so 11,
per 5 days.
11 times 125 to start off with.
Yeah, and it's 1 silver per mile.
No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. 11 times 125. It's actually not that bad. How many silver is it to a gold? It's 10 silver,
100.
right?
Oh, that was 100.
100, I think. But I'm not. I like. Don't quote me on that. Wait, I can
I
I'll
can
just
never
look
remember.
DnD 5e. How much silver to a gold? 10. You're right.
Yeah, 10. So it would be 137.5 gold each to get there.
Oh, that's
not bad.
That being said, I still can't afford that.
And it would be a 13-day journey.
$137, you said?
137.5. So 137 gold and 5 silver.
5 or 50?
5. 10 silver per gold.
I'm happy to chip in for Moog.
Damn. Hobie.
Alright, Johnny Silverhand.
Or if no one else is willing, I'll pay for him completely.
I have 21 gold in my pockets.
How much do you have in your bag of holding?
I'm not telling you.
Gun.
I ain't telling you yet.
And this is why I play a rogue usually, is because I know these sorts of things. I know your tricks.
Yeah, I'll put some.
If you want just a total for the lot of you, and then you can divide it as needed, then how much did I say? 137, didn't I?
137.5, yeah.
Yeah, so 137.5 times the 6 of you, 825 gold between the group.
You could actually do math right now.
Yeah.
Should I be mean? I think I maybe should be a little bit mean here as well. There's another element I haven't thought about.
Our companion.
No, the companions are included in that 825. What about your horses? I feel like horses should have a charge attributed to having space for them on a ship.
Don't fucking be like that, man.
I feel like
Put them in your bag
realistically
of
you'd be charged with bringing horses on a ship.
Don't fucking be like that, man.
I'll cast Charm Person on.
I mean, you could. It'll wear off. But,
Yeah, I'll just keep it up for the
I'll
entire
be
journey.
nice just because I can't be bothered to work out how much they would charge for horses.
Hey, we love laziness. Go.
And we agreed that this campaign wouldn't be as harsh on money, so... Alright, so yeah, 825 gold between the lot of you, and then it's a 13-ish day journey. I'm just checking how much your companions have in terms of money. The ensign has 10 gold to his name.
Broke ass bitch.
I mean, he hasn't earned any money since being with you, and he didn't bring a lot with him, but Gion
Wait,
does have...
Man gets a wage. Why has he only got 10
Yeah, but he
gold?
didn't bring any of that money with you. I know you carry your entire bank account with you, but do you think average people carry all of their life savings with them when they go to arrest someone?
Gold.
But Gion does have a decent amount of money because you've actually given her some money, which is nice of you.
Nice of Tommy.
Well,
I feel like I deserve for a cut, but that's just me being a hater.
so if, just as a hypothetical, Moog is saying that he is broke, which is true. He cannot even afford half of his amount that it would cost him. So if hypothetically you wanted to make this super simple, and the rest of you can afford it, the easiest way to divide it would be Agis, Sorrows, and the Ruined, and Gion split it 4 ways between them. So basically, the 4 of you agree to cover Moog and Fienzen's. At which point it would come to 206 gold and 2 silver and 5 copper each.
Isn't his mother like a queen or some shit? Shouldn't he be like...
He's the bastard son who hasn't talked to his mother in years. And again, who carries their entire bank account with them when going on the job to arrest some people. You're literally
Does it
talking
have,
about,
like,
if you put this in modern terms, rather than
Alright, how
carrying a
much am I
bank
cough
card
now?
with you, you go
How
to
much am I
arrest
cough now?
someone as a cop,
Wait.
and you have literally all of your savings that are currently in your bank account in notes in your wallet. That's the equivalent we're talking about right now.
What if I disagree with the DM? Do I get an achievement for that?
If it's about rules, then maybe. But if it's just about, the policies of bringing money with you when you are doing your day job, then no.
How much gold am I taking off?
If you want to divide it between 4, which is the simplest way without getting into how much gold Moog and Fienzen have, and you just cover them for, completely, it would be 206 gold and 25 silver. Or not 25 silver, sorry, 2 silver and 5 copper.
I'm happy to do that.
Me too.
Before we make any decisions, I'm gonna pull Gion to the side.
You stay here, woman. We leave you behind.
That Moog really is a misogynist. He was a different time when he was born.
Man only goes by nature's law. Fucking.
I mean, Moog is. Say Moog was born at a different time. He's only 5 years younger than Sorrows, so actually he can't use that excuse.
Wait, Soros is that old?
I'm 63.
Jesus!
I mean, Agis is older than all of you, right?
No.
Yeah, but he's a baby.
Oh no, Agis is 41. Never mind.
Yes, he's a baby.
And the Ruin's 35. Damn, our youngest PC is 35.
Yeah, we're all just...
And
Almost dead at this point.
he's the youngest in the current group, actually. Wait, actually, no, never mind. Fienzen's a baby.
Wait, how old is he?
Fienzen's 22.
Damn!
Aww.
But yeah, you're the second youngest around in the party,
Damn.
really. Yeah. Gion's 1 year older than you at 36.
And might I say, you look so damn youthful too.
Thank you.
Yeah, the blood really brings out the complexion.
It's really good for the skin, to be fair.
Yeah. Anyways, you're pulling Gion to the side.
Yeah. This is a private call moment, Pete.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me see how it is.
Is it? Because you're still going to have to discuss an element of this with the group anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. But not all of it.
Okay, fine. It's just having to do this. That'll do. Alright, everyone else fuck off to another room then.
Oh, okay.
The fuck?
Fuck off, Samo.
Oh, yeah. Bye-bye.
He's just role-playing a confused old man. It's fine.
What's up?
Alright.
I started, Gion says as you pull her to the side.
Pops up her fucking sunglasses.
No, you pull her to the side though.
This may be the closest we find ourselves to the dome.
The Terral, she says, narrowing her eyes.
I keep calling it the dome.
That's its old name. It's fine. I knew what you were
Yeah.
talking about in Discord.
The Cerulus. And with everyone talking about going to the Orcish kingdom like planned, it could be a while before we find ourselves this close. Now might be the time.
Out of character, I'll say probably the next best time would be if you went with the rest of them. Once you get to Nefaris and you do all that stuff, you could potentially then head west from there, and you would be closer than you currently are. But obviously that's after you've done all of the Orcish stuff and all of the Tiefling stuff and reunited with the rest of the party. So
Would it be with all the mountains, though?
That's why I'm like, as the crow flies, it's closer, but with the mountains,
Yeah.
it might end up being about the same, if not maybe longer. I don't know, but yeah, it's just worth putting that out there as an alternative. But as I say, that's quite a while in the future, probably.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of sessions, if not in game time.
Out of character, the other reason I also think now might be a good time is they're going to have a long-ass boat ride.
Yes.
So that's going to cover a lot of the time until we meet up again. So, yeah.
So yeah, she goes, how far is it? Bear with me,
Not
let me
close.
open my Discord messages. The gods have spoken to me.
With horse, I would say maybe around the 25-day mark.
Yeah, that's not a short journey, but they're talking a 2-week journey by sea, she says, looking back at the rest of the group.
Aye. It's potential we might be able to come across a mage of some kind to teleport us to the Orcish kingdom if needs be once we're done.
Okay.
But as we spoke about before, best we keep this journey quiet. After all, I am looking for contingency plans after all.
They will ask questions if we do not wish to go with them.
I will merely ask them to respect the privacy.
If you think that is what is best, then I am with you, she says with a smile.
I'll nod and smile back. It could be a perilous journey. If there is anything you feel like you might need from the stores,
We
please
should
let me know.
definitely stock up on supplies. We do not have the fortune of that strange bag of Agis's.
That we do not. But I have saved up some coin should you need something extra.
And she shakes her coin purse. I have plenty. She has 2,000 gold at the moment.
Oh, snap.
You've been paying her for most of the times when the group has gotten money, and she doesn't spend a lot. She's bought a couple of health potions. I think that's basically it. I should probably at some point look at whether there's anything in the shops. Yeah, maybe I'll do that before the journey, see if there's any upgrades I can give her. But
yeah, kill her out with some potions and magic items or something.
Yeah.
She can just ride on my horse, can't she?
She can, yes. I think up until now, you guys have had 4 horses between you. I think after Neurixius died, she was using Neurixius's, but Moog can take that, or Moog can turn into a horse.
I was going to say, Moog can turn into a griffin.
That too. And then, obviously, Fienzen has his griffin. So, I say obviously, I don't know if you knew that. Fienzen has his griffin still.
I didn't, actually, yeah.
His griffin at Belgos is also part of the party now.
Cool.
So, yeah, she can ride on your horse. That won't significantly slow you down, to the point where I'm not going to increase the journey time, basically. Because it's not assuming that you're galloping at full pelt. If you're on horseback, it's assuming that you're on horse, kind of riding at a slow.
How much are horses again?
To buy a draft horse, which is what you have. Draft horses cost 50 gold, or you could upgrade if you want to a riding horse, which is 75 gold now that you've got a bit more money.
Would that increase the speed time of the journey?
I'd have to look at what a draft horse versus a riding horse actually gives you, because in Foundry it doesn't say what the difference is. Other than a riding horse can carry less, which is a downgrade in that sense, but presumably there's an upgrade somewhere else. I'm assuming it's a stat block thing. So actually, I probably don't need to look it up. It's probably the fact I'm looking them up as an item rather than a character. Riding horse. It's down as a monster in my folders. Just because I think I put all beasts basically together. Riding horse versus a draft horse. Let's compare the two. So, riding horse has an increased speed of 60 versus 40. Again, in terms of unless you're like galloping at full speed, I don't think it'll make journey speed any better, but it will be better in combat sort of thing. Because it's more movement speed in combat. But again, unless you're like full riding at full pelt, it won't really make much of a difference for a 25-day journey, I wouldn't say.
I'll buy her a draft horse then.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, she can purchase it if you want her to. She's got plenty of money.
If she wants to.
Yeah, might as well. Cool. Alright. Anything else to discuss with her?
Nope.
Should we go back to the group then?
Well then, back to us.
Yeah. Do you want to summon them then?
Yes.
Meanwhile, let's look up some names.
Wait.
Okay. Did you say wait just so you could set that up? Samo with his joining sound.
No, I wanted to be the first in here, but then at that exact moment, Tommy said something about started talking, and I was like, "Wait, was I not supposed to go up yet?" And then I went down again.
I went in and told them that you were having a private conversation with yourself, so we had to wait in there.
Why is Calum's camera not loading? Why is Tommy's camera
Fine
not
for
on?
me. Oh no, it's not. I was
Yeah.
thinking you said Samo for some reason.
No, your camera's not on, Tommy, and then Calum's is just not loading.
Hey.
There he is.
There we go. There's the pretty boy. Jesus, my brain. I was typing in... I just typed in Gion's camera because I was thinking about Calum's camera. Gion's just purchased a camera. Don't ask me how she's, gained access to this technology. But
That was the conversation. It was just Soros being like, "We need to picture this with a Kodak, Gion. My people."
All right, cool. So Gion's going to wander off during this conversation then, as she's going to go and purchase something. Over to you, Tommy. Do you return to the group?
Yes. I'll
Oh fuck, we're still on the wrong. 1 second. Didn't move us back to the other scene on OBS. There we go. Now we're pretty and proper.
Are we back at the tavern?
You can be if you want.
Yeah. I'll buy everyone a jug of wine.
Pitcher of wine is 2 silver.
Okay.
By the way, Pete, I've unattuned to my boots and I've attuned to the short sword of warning.
Okay, I figured that was why you were asking about sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah.
Cool, you've bought everyone a pitcher of wine, Soros.
I have a strange thing to share with you all.
Right.
Gion and I shall be venturing elsewhere for a little while.
Oh.
But you all take the ship to the Orcish Kingdom. And Mo, I shall pay for your passage.
Thank you.
Hopefully we should be able to reconvene with you near the time you arrive. Though, it may be a little while after that.
It would be nice to know why and where.
I would rather keep that to myself for now. But perhaps after our journey is done, I may be able to share more.
I don't like the idea, but if what you want, then...
I'm sure everything shall be fine.
I'm sure as well, but I won't be able to meditate at night if I give you this, and I'll go into my bag, and I'm going to trade with... what's his face? Tommy.
You're gonna retrieve Tommy?
I'm trading with Tommy.
What's this?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Trade.
Trade. Trading with Tommy.
Trading.
Spectate this fucking trade.
I shall hand him...
Doesn't show up on stream view anymore.
Ooh, what should I hand him?
Hey, real quick, Tommy, for this journey, do you think that you guys need a keg of alchemist fire?
I mean, you never know, do you?
I saw it in a shop and I was like, it says it's free.
It's, again...
I was like, I don't believe this.
No, it just means I haven't put the money in, but yeah, it's definitely not free.
It's just one of those challenges, you know, like when you go to a restaurant and if you drink or eat all of the thing in 10 minutes, it's free.
There's a restaurant in Las Vegas that does that, but I think I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically the name is something akin to the Heartbreaker or the Heart Attack, because multiple people who've attempted to beat this thing have died in the process.
How is it still going?
America, baby.
Because yeah, you have to sign a waiver to say you're okay with that before you participate.
Oh my god, please clip that.
What?
We need that as a sound effect. Just saying we're saying, America, baby.
There we go, Tommy.
God damn, my guy.
Also, revival. Damn.
You never know.
You never know.
You are a grand companion, Agis. Thank you.
Tell me one thing, Sorrows.
Hmm?
Will whatever you're doing help bring freedom to people?
That is hard to say. It may bring nothing. It may bring everything.
Then, if it brings nothing, I shall continue on in your stead. If it brings something, good luck.
And to you all, I am sure we will meet again. The sooner the better.
I'm gonna try and stealthily leave a hair on Sorrows.
How are you going to try and stealthily leave it? Describe what you do to try and plant it on him. And based on that, I'll determine how difficult this roll is, essentially. Or, like, what bonuses
I'm
I'll give
gonna
you.
sort of like, as I sort of say, wish you good luck, I'm just gonna, sort of like ruffle my hair as if, I'm just sort of doing it like as usual. And then I'm just gonna give him a pat on the shoulder and just leave a hair.
Okay. I'm going to say that's more of a deception check than a like stealth check or anything like that. So
Right.
deception versus insight if Sorrows wants to try and spot it. Otherwise, it's just going to be his passive insight, which is 10 plus whatever his bonus is.
Yeah, I'll try and, I mean, I know he can do that. So...
Yeah, whether you've seen him do it recently or not, though, it's been... I think the last time we did it was in Hamon, which was probably 2 months ago in-game.
my bonus is +5.
So it'd be a 15 if you don't roll for it, or you can roll for it to try and get higher than a 15.
I'll take the passive.
Alright, your DC to beat is 15 on a deception check then, the round.
Ooh,
What's your bonus?
1.
Ooh, okay, this is going to
I
be
very
interesting.
obviously cast guidance.
I mean, you can cast guidance if you
Nah,
want.
nah. It's like, what did you cast that for, man?
Could I have advantage because, as you said, it was a long time ago and I wouldn't be making it obvious?
How did you do it again? How are you trying to plant it? So you ruffle your hair and then...
Yeah, just like as normal as I'm just talking, and then I just sort of give him a pat on the shoulder as I finish up speaking, as I say, like, good luck.
Sure, you can have advantage.
Yes.
Oof.
Oh.
A 16 beats a 15 passive. Alright. You've planted a hair on him. Can you just remind everyone, if anyone doesn't remember, what specifically the hair does?
Let me see.
Also, Tommy, real quick, have you got enough rations for this journey? Because I've just worked out how many Gion needs and charged her for that. But I just want to make sure, if not, she'll buy some for you and give them to you.
Calum just gave me 30.
That should be enough. She's bought 40.
Oh, well, yeah, fine. Yeah. Feast.
It was more just in case delays in the journey and what have you. You don't want to have to, like,
I
scrounge.
planned ahead.
Gion even made a comment about going on this journey and not having Aegis' weird bag.
Weird bag.
Which you've never explained it to her. She's just like, you pull seemingly endless things out of it. It's weird. Is that just a thing that Eladrin have, is weird bags? She doesn't know.
Just Eladrin.
You're probably the first Eladrin she's ever met. And probably one of the only ones. I'm trying to think if you've actually encountered any Eladrin since you met her. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's Eerie Token. If you're within 10 miles of the token, you can enter a trance as an action. The trance lasts for 1 minute, but it ends early if you dismiss it. So just as an FYI, you're definitely going to end up more than 10 miles away from each other.
No, I know, but I'm thinking as a short-term thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm imagining they're going to have a bit of a chat after they leave.
Fair enough. Gotcha. Trance lasts for 1 minute, but it ends early if you dismiss it. No action required or are incapacitated. During this trance, you can see and hear from the token as if you were located where it is. While you're using your senses at the token's location, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings. When the trance ends, the token is harmlessly destroyed. It's the first time reading one of those from like the chat message where it has like those statuses there, and it kind of feels like it's like a rap song where, or like you know, like fucking Backstreet Boys or whatever, where it's like, if you dismiss it, no action required, or are incapacitated during this trance, you can see and hear from the token as if you were located where it is. While you're using your senses at the token's location, you are blinded, deafened. It's just a whole line just for that one word. Anyways, cool. You've done that. You can activate that whenever you want, as long as you're within 10 miles of him, so you don't have to activate it as soon as he walks away. Cool. Yep. So that's your goodbye to Sorrows. Oh, Sorrows, you're over encumbered, but with all of those rations.
I'll put some stuff in my horse.
I just thought the fucking hair over encumbered him. What the fuck? I was like,
how'd that get in there?
Yeah, you can do that yourself. That's fine. Also, you're not that over encumbered. You're only like 25 over. Cool. So that's the Ruins' goodbye to Sorrows. Who else is saying goodbye to Sorrows, or is everyone else just like, fuck off?
I said goodbye to him.
Okay.
Gave him all that shit.
I mean, I know him for 3 days, so I'm waving him off. But...
Well, good luck with whatever you're up to, the ensign says. Although I must confess, I wish you would divulge more.
Everything will be well.
Actually, yeah, there's a point. Hold him down. I've got some truth serum in my bag.
You want to? Do you think you as a group can hold Sorrows down?
I cast reduce.
I could probably restrain him.
Yeah, that's true. You might be able to
absolutely restrain him, but...
Damn.
Do some freaky blood hunter shit to him while he's down too.
Oh,
Take the opportunity.
Alright. Cool. So Sorrows, do you depart?
I depart.
Well, let's hope the Ruin doesn't die now, because there's 2 certain characters that are on a quest to find a big dude and a freak. The big dude is gone now.
Yeah, the Ruin dies now. Those other 2 are fucked.
Yeah.
Who's the tallest person in the party now?
That's a good question. What's everyone's height?
It's not
Fienzen, he's 5'7".
Pretty sure
5'9",
the Ruined
5'10".
is like 6'2".
5'9" or 5'10"? Make up your mind now, Samo.
5'10". Sure.
Cool. Just in case we ever need to use the jump calculator.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ruined is 6'2".
Okay, so you're now the tallest member of the party.
So now they're going to be confused if you're the big guy or the freak.
Who's the
He is
shortest
merged.
guy? Yeah, it is Gion. Gion's the shortest person.
Yeah, I'm 5'11". Aegis.
Gion, probably as a funny joke for me, is 5 foot fuck all, also known as 5'4". Which is a reasonable height for a woman. Cool. Fun fact, I actually randomized heights for most NPCs though, so Fienzin being 5'7" is because of dice rolls. Cool. Alright. Sorrows walks out of the inn, then presumably meets up with Gion on her new horse that she just bought. And they ride off into the sunset together. Before doing roleplay stuff to do with this in terms of, I guess, the ruin spying on people or any other discussion that the group's going to have after the departure, obviously the group is now split. They are potentially likely to be split for an extended period of time. So it is really up to you guys as a group as to how you want to do this. We can either do sessions like normally, but just jump between the two different groups and have some downtime for each group, respectively. At which point I will try and split it as evenly as possible, but obviously there is some degree of like how much that's viable. Or do we keep main group going on Wednesdays and then Tommy does solo sessions until he regroups? In which case, if Tommy also wants to participate in the normal sessions, we can either roll up a character of him to temporarily join, or he can take control of Fienzin.
Well, I won't be here next week anyway,
Okay.
so next week's easy. But besides that, I'm happy to do whatever you want to do, Pete. Whatever is easiest for you.
I mean, easiest for me is to just do it as one session, but it's not much skin off my back to do additional sessions. It's just that probably your additional sessions will have less stuff planned, as in maps and stuff, until you get to the location you're going to.
Yeah.
Also, if you stop off at that other location I mentioned about, that's all prepped anyways, although whether you want to do that with just you and Gion is up to you.
No.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, otherwise it's Uncharted journey for a long journey, so most of it will probably be covered in a single session, honestly. It's just more about then reuniting with the rest. Like, the journey will probably be one session, and then the location's probably a second session. And then it's reuniting with the rest of the group that will probably take longer, because they're going quite far in a different direction to you.
Mm-hmm.
But and also, it's worth noting that the main group is going to get to core point before you get to your location by a good 10 days or so.
Yeah.
Unless any major delays.
Fuck up happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, people casting Fireball in a room with a bunch of fire wine on a ship. I don't remember if you guys rolled a perception check or what for fire wine, or whether I just told you, but in hindsight, it would have been so fucking funny if you exploded that room, which was on the bottom deck of the ship, and then just the entire ship sinks.
Yeah, I did ask what those...
Because that was like our first day off, so we would have had to fucking get
I mean,
back
you've got a staff that teleports, you just would have had to let a bunch of people drown at sea. And that definitely wouldn't do anything to Agis's, psyche.
No.
Especially as he would have been the one to cast Fireball, probably.
I mean, think of it this way. We said we'd be of service, and in doing that, we cut the wages he had to pay.
Yeah.
If that had been the case.
Yeah. It's a very Trumpian sort of way to interpret that scenario.
I'm happy to do whatever.
Alex and Sam?
I mean, this doesn't really concern, so I'm fine with whatever you guys want to do.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I would appreciate having a bit of downtime during the sessions anyway. Just for my own, it's nice to have a bit of downtime.
Cool. Obviously, it won't be like 2 hours of you guys and then 2 hours of Tommy. It would probably be like half an hour sort of thing where possible. And then, obviously, the only thing that's likely to slow stuff down a lot is combat. But then if as a hypothetical, you guys get into combat and Tommy's like, you know what, I'm going to peace out of this. I'd rather not spectate. That's up to him. I can put the bot in. And if he wants to spectate or just stay in the call and quietly do something else, that's also up to you. If you want to play Star Wars Galaxies while in the call, that's up to you as well.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously for the rest of you, it's just if Tommy gets into a fight, then
same thing.
Same thing, but if you guys did want to hop off, I can't really do the bots at that point, but I could just switch my scene fairly easily.
Can't wait to watch a combat scene or combat scenario go on, and then Gion die, and I get to do a little jig. while Tommy's sitting there crying.
It is something that did occur to me, but again, how useful it would actually be is variable. That Calum's just learned how to make a little friendship bracelet so that he can like sense how his mates are doing, and there's no like limitation on how far away they are for that to work. And he just went, nah, sorry, this is alright though.
That's what I thought you were going to give me, to be honest.
I personally would rather not have the bead chip and me think, well, fuck. They're fucked and I can't do anything about it.
No, the potion of revival was probably a lot more helpful.
I gave them a potion of revival, 2 superior healing potions, and a load of fucking bread.
Gion also went and bought 2 superior healing potions since she's had 2,000 gold sitting in her bank account for a while now.
Yeah, so they're fine.
Yeah. Unless, they die before they get to use them.
And Agis will have not that on his conscience until he knows.
Which you might never know, you just might never hear from either of them ever again.
Exactly. And I'd rather think that they just went off into the sunset and to like bang or something than.
Alright.
Oh.
Cool, that's what we'll do then. So obviously next week, Tommy, if you're not available, you're happy for us to play on without you since you're not actually.
I'm not even, yeah.
And then the session after that, we'll pick up on what we can do, if you want to, Tommy, is just do a session to deal with the Uncharted Journey stuff, because that's pretty basic anyways.
Yeah, it should be quick anyway, shouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe like an hour or two, depending on like how many scenarios you get. It is going to be, I think 25 days is a long journey. So there might actually be multiple encounters, but like, again, they don't need to be like full like battles or whatever necessarily. But then that just allows us to kind of like get to that point and then go from there.
Okay.
Cool.
What are we going to do without a moral compass?
Some very bad thing.
However,
he's us.
No one took the money off for the ship journey yet, right?
No.
Yes.
Refund yourself. How much did you pay? It was like
207 gold.
207. Yeah, refund yourself that because the it's now going to be a different amount because there's less people going. So what did I say? I'm just looking at my calculator history. So it was 825, but that was the 6 of you. So if I then divide that by 6 and then times that by 4, it's now 550 gold. Sorrow said he would still contribute. I'm happy for Gion to still contribute as well. So if we then divide 550 by 6, it becomes not by 6, sorry, by 4 still. It becomes 137.5 gold each. So 137 gold and 5 silver.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be able to breach 2,000 again shortly.
Cool. Alright. So next session then we'll deal with the Uncharted Journey for you guys. 13 days at sea. See what happens with that. And then get to core points, so I'll prep for that. And then as I say, what we can do, Tommy, just any time that you want to, really. I'm free most days. I won't be free on Sunday. But that's basically it this week. So I'm free any other day if you just want to drop me a message. Yeah. And as I say, it'll probably be like an hour to 2, I would guess. And what we can do, I don't even need to go live with it. We can just do a recording instead. Just keep it nice and low key. And then, yeah, with your guys' journey, as I say, we'll prep for core point as well, so we can get to there. I'm not going to be too precious about keeping the time synced. So, as I say, Tommy's journey is going to take around 25 days. Your guys' journey is going to take 13 days. So he's not going to get to his destination until like 11 days minimum after you guys get to your place. Again, assuming no delays for you guys. So that's kind of out of sync, but unlike with Zila's adventure, where I was like, I'm not going to do it until we get to that point in the timeline, I'm kind of fine with that, because then once Tommy departs, he's going to try and reunite with you guys, which also might take multiple days. So it's kind of okay for it to get out of sync, I think, because it's just going to be hard to manage it otherwise, and Tommy's just never going to get to play if we try and keep it in sync, because sometimes sessions cover less than a full day. So it's, I think, more fair just to do it that way. So I'll just take vigorous notes about what happens on which days. The calendar module allows me to do that, so that's fine. Cool. probably wrap up here then, before you guys leave Damask. Anything else you guys want to do before the session? Oh yeah, sorry. No, let's do one last couple of things. Did anyone want to have any in-game discussions about what just happened as the Sorrows and Gion depart?
I'm gonna, like, about a minute or something after they leave, I'm just gonna sort of turn to Agis and just sort of look up with, the big grin on my face, and just say,
I planted a hair on him.
Okay. You're gonna have to remind me what that does.
I can see and hear from its location. Up to 10 miles.
I see.
For a minute.
I mean, unless there's anything dire that you'd learn, I'm sure, there'd be much to discuss.
I might take a peek anyway.
I'm not much of a magic user, says Fianzan, but whenever I hear people describe the different spells that they can use, I always think to myself, it seems really oddly specific.
Funnily enough, spells were created to fit a purpose.
No, but I mean like the whole, you can only do it within this distance, within this time period, and, it's just like, you'd feel like
it's rather strange.
You'd feel like it'd be a little bit more, like, loosey-goosey.
The strength of the magic depends on the duration. And a lot of the times when it comes to that sort of thing...
But, like, exactly a minute seems, like, super specific.
Yes, but when it comes to anything like baking a cake, it's very specific ingredients.
But
in order to create the cake that you want.
But sometimes the cake takes slightly longer than it says, or slightly less than it says, but spells are always exactly what they say. There's no...
While they're having this conversation, I'm going to go into my trance.
Yeah. I'll tell you this right now, if your cakes are taking longer or shorter, then you have not been cooking exactly.
Agree to disagree, Calum.
Nope, I'm telling you right now.
Agree to disagree.
If you have not followed it to the letter, then there are fluctuations. And when it comes to magic...
Yes, but the fluctuations are things like the oven.
When it comes to magic, if there are fluctuations in your magic, then you are not casting them correctly.
Still seems
That's what Agis believes. It is a fine practice, magic.
Still seems like nerd shit to me. It makes sense that you're an artificer and you'd be like, no, it has to be the exact recipe.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's a rogue. You don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he's talking like he's a fucking sorcerer right now.
Yeah. No. We will certainly agree to disagree, and I will cast my spells, and you will do what you do.
Meanwhile, the ruin's eyes have rolled back in his head.
Yeah, it's just so normalized to me now. It's just like, yeah, that's...
By the way, anyone looking at the ruin would probably be absolutely terrified right now. As you say, his eyes are rolled back in his head, and his head is just kind of like lolling to the side, but he still just has the massive grin on his face.
Yeah, Moog, this is your first time seeing anything like this from him.
I'll look over to Agis and I'll... because at this point I'm probably not drunk, but a bit tipsy. I'll look over. Does he often do that?
It's weird to stare, friend.
Yeah, I guess so. And I'll wave it off and I'll just go back to my wine.
All right. What would Sorrows and Gion be talking about? Was it like 5 minutes after they've left?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, what would Gion and Soros be talking about as they're like exiting the gates of Damask?
Nothing but sex.
I was about to say, well, thank you for agreeing to go on this 25-day sex cruise with me. It would be a crying shame if the ruin could see any of this.
It starts right now.
Thank you for accompanying me on this.
You are most welcome. What is the terrain like? The map, it does not show much. Out of character, it's mostly desert.
Yeah. Well, I hope you don't mind the heat.
Where I grew up, it was frequently warm.
Then you should be fine. It's, well, purely desert.
Desert. Like an island.
Yes, just more of it. A lot more of it.
I remember hearing stories growing up of oceans of sand.
Aye. Like a dead world.
How romantic.
Indeed. No, sure there shall be some interesting sights along the way. And bandits.
Oh. Joy.
It will be fine. By the way, being a behemoth suits you.
She tilts her head at that, kind of looking at you inquisitively.
On the ship,
I remember.
just a surprise is all.
Were there a lot of big women where you were from?
Well,
Not so much. I was the largest in my village. Though, I don't know whether it's because people were used to it or if it's normal for a tiefling, but people didn't really pay it much mind.
So most of your kind is smaller than you.
Aye.
I figured Kytheria was just little.
How tall is Kytheria?
Small.
Yeah.
Like, probably not that much shorter than, I'm just looking it up, but probably not, like, much different. I don't actually have it written down. Let me randomize it right now.
6'2".
Okay, she's not actually very short. She's 5'9". She's pretty tall. I mean, for a female human, that's tall, but for a tiefling, that's maybe slightly above average, I'd say. I imagine tieflings are usually taller than...
She's got a pretty big leg up on
Gion?
yeah. I need to Jahira then because I was thinking of fucking Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
5 inches taller than Gion.
Yeah.
Not
I've
Paul.
also realised I haven't randomised other people's height, so... Kytheria is taller than Dai at 5'8".
How tall was the guy that wanted to sell me his kites?
I don't remember who wanted to sell you his kites.
The brother of...
right, yeah, just some random
that one.
NPC. He was 6'2". No,
Alright.
sorry, 6 foot exactly. Sorry.
You see, that's actually information worth writing down. That's stuff I want to remember.
Have you written Moog's name down yet, or has he not lived enough sessions yet?
No, I mean, third session.
Uh,
It's not written down yet.
yeah, okay.
He also has to survive the 3rd session. So if he dies next session,
Got it.
unlucky.
And also, genuinely just randomize his height, but just true heroic shit. Celeste is 6'2".
No.
Chad height, Chad.
Base.
Just continues to be just generic hero guy.
I feel like the Ruined is just like the dark mirror of Celeste.
I mean, you're related.
Yeah.
I can't remember how now. I would have to refer back to that message where I did the family tree, but
I think you found out I was like his second cousin.
Yeah, second cousin I think is right, and then your first cousins with Zebeth, I think, and then also Celeste is first cousins with Zebeth or something like that. Celeste and Zebeth are first cousins, and then you're something else I think with Zebeth.
I think I'm also second cousin to Zebeth.
Yeah. But it gets complicated because Zebeth's mum is also technically his aunt because incest. That's where it gets complicated. And your dad is... So, Zebeth's mum is Nera, and Nera would be sisters with Ecosanguinatus. But... So that's both Zebeth's mother and his aunt, and that's where it got complicated and confusing for me. And funnily enough, most online family trees don't accommodate incest.
Oh wait, so if Zebeth's mother is Ecosanguinatus' sister, then yeah, I'm first cousins with Zebeth.
Okay, but also Dusk, which is Zebeth's father, would be your uncle. Yeah. It's confusing. Anyways. Yeah. So you are first cousins, but yeah, anyways, but he's your uncle and also something else? I don't fucking... doesn't matter. The point... Yeah, we'll go with first cousins, it's fine. Anyways. Funnily enough, as I say, online... family trees don't accommodate incest, so don't put it in your game, even if it's with gods and it's kind of, mirroring ancient pantheons and is realistic. It's still complicated.
So Dawn and Orbaid are also my uncles, technically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But Dawn is maybe Celeste's dad, supposedly Celeste's dad. And Dusk is definitely Zebeth's dad. Fun stuff. Any of the rest of you have complicated family trees? Agis has a lot of family, but it's not very complicated.
My guy probably just smoked drugs.
I mean, it's complicated for other reasons.
Yeah, no, not like how they're connected, but like the history is complicated. Yeah. All right, that's probably, as I say, a good place to leave it though. XP. Let's do XP real quick.
Hang on. So, what did I actually see?
You saw that conversation as they were riding out of the gates, and not anything specific, unfortunately.
Did I see which direction they were heading?
South, but that's basically the only way out of the city unless you're exiting via the port. So yeah, you didn't glean a huge amount of information, unfortunately.
Fair. Can I have a... this doesn't have to happen now anyway, but I'd just like to put my interest in for looking at the map and looking at any desert islands that may pop up.
Oh, you poor fool.
Big desert islands.
If that's the Ruins' interpretation of that conversation, then you look at the map and you go, there's no desert island south unless you're going all the way south to the other end of the continent and then keep going south to the next continent.
Right.
I mean, there's kind of a desert island, I guess, to the southwest. I'm just going to highlight it on the map real quick. I'm just hopping back to the map of Terral because I was going to do XP real quick. Actually, I can do XP this other way. You fought 4 chokers.
Or is it a different continent?
Again, if you were going to the place where most desert islands would be, that would be the Abraian Sea, which is the continent south of Terral.
Yeah, because he said it's kind of like an island, but bigger.
Yes.
Which I feel like was meant to be cryptic.
It was more that Kypheria doesn't have any context as to what a desert is, but knows what desert islands are. But again, the Ruin can interpret it as they're going to a desert island. That's fine.
Gion,
No.
The Geon, sorry.
No, I think it's I think it probably is a different continent.
Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, they're probably going to the Ibraean Sea then, which is really far south. That's like a good 30 days south by horseback at least, and then probably another 30 days by sea.
Hmm. I don't fucking know.
It's good shit.
Remind me to never get you to play GeoGuessr.
I wouldn't play it anyway. I'm fucking terrible at locations and geography.
Or never play Codenames on my team again. You can play on the opposite team, but... Sorry, Foundry is taking ages to load the map as well. There we go. But yeah, if you were looking at a desert island, that's not the next continent. There is... down here, there is a desert island there, which as far as you know has nothing on it, and then a much, much smaller desert island, well, 2 desert islands in that little cove there.
Right.
But like, yeah, that's the bigger one, which as I say, as far as you know and according to your map, there is nothing on either of those. And then anything else is, and there's one off the coast here. And then everything else is the Ibraean Sea, which is further south, which I don't think the Ruined would have ever gone to, so you've heard of it, but you don't really know its geography, other than it's a bunch of islands and a huge ocean.
You know what? Because I'm stupid and the Ruin isn't most of the time, is there anything I can roll to try and, like...
You can roll an insight check. You glean that rather than talking about an actual desert island, Kypheria, who isn't familiar with the geography of this terrain.
Gion, but yeah.
Fuck's sake, Gion. Kypheria's on the mind, man, I guess. We've been talking about her and I've forgotten about her for so long. Gion isn't familiar with the geography of this terrain. You know, she was unfamiliar with snow and such like. That was fairly new to her. And she asked what sort of terrain it was. Sorrow said just like dead waste, a desert. And she went, oh, like a desert island. So, from context, that's her. She recognizes the word desert.
Oh.
And went, oh, desert like a desert island. And then Sorrows went, yes, but bigger.
Fucking hell.
Anyways.
Yeah, it's getting late. I'm not with it.
It's a shame you rolled, honestly. I really liked just brain dead the Ruin going, like, yes, this is what's going on. You can also all have 560 XP.
Ooh.
Hey, we're getting there.
Yeah, Gion's less than 1,000 away from a level up.
What the fuck?
She's lower level and she's level 5.
Never mind.
She's lower level than you. Kypheria is the same level as you. Dai is higher level than you. Celeste is the same level as you. And Fienzen is higher level than you. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Celeste is higher level than you as well.
Hey.
So, yeah. Alright. That's where we're going to end it then. The party splitting ways. The parting of ways. That might be the title of this episode. And, damn, Tommy, you're not going to be here for the Halloween episode. I've got to make another spooky ship episode, I guess. If we do play on next week, which is the 30th of October, so that's appropriate for a Halloween episode.
Let's go, brains in jars.
Oh no.
Yeah, we've established where chokers come from. Now let's talk about where brains from jars come from. It's going to be a spooky session where you visit a pottery maker. Alright. I mean, you guys have seen the movie Ghost, or at least that scene from Ghost with the pottery scene from Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's pretty spooky. It's got a ghost in it. It's definitely not a romantic film. Also, Samuel, you've definitely at least seen like a shot from that. It's the scene where like a woman's making clay pottery and a man comes and kisses her from behind while doing the pottery with her. You've 100% seen like a shot of that. It's a super, super famous scene. Anyways, from a movie called Ghost, the guy's a ghost. Spoiler alert. For a movie from the 80s. That's everything. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.